3, 2, 1, and there we go.
Cool. Sweet. All right. Well, welcome to Borderlands 2, everybody.
Yay.
Took us long enough, but we got there.
It's happening. Going fast.
Yeah.
Finally!
So I guess we'll start with a very quick roll call, including who we are and what characters we're playing, since we're using 4 different characters. I guess I'll start. So I am Philly Vinyl, and I am playing Maya, the Siren.
I am Stenkaempen, and I'm playing Gage.
I am Incalex, and I'm playing 0.
And I'm Vemirtar, and I'm playing Axton the Commando.
Yeah. So this run is a little bit of a glitch fest, to be honest. It's
Yep.
it's really it's a really kind of cool run to watch. Of course, I would say that, but yeah, it's there's going to be a whole load of different things going on, including as soon as we instantly start moving, there's going to be kind of things going on. So we just got to wait for this tiny little robot to shut up. Eventually, he will.
Hopefully.
Never.
Spoiler alert: he doesn't.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So I don't know if one of you two want to explain what's happening when you do it.
All right. So basically, while we are off host in this game, we if you mash, drop, and swap weapon fast enough, the game won't realize that you actually dropped your gun yet. So you'll drop the same gun twice. This allows us for some very easy duping of guns, and later on we'll be using it for a little bit more.
Yes, there's another added side effect which we'll go through probably in the next couple of minutes, since it will be of relevance then. But for now, we're mainly just using it to duplicate weapons, as we all want one of the same of the best gun available to us, basically.
Yes.
Don't forget to disable your badass rank, everybody.
Yep.
Don't have any. Here.
Yeah, so there is a casual feature in this game called badass rank, where you play the game, you you complete challenges and things like that, and that gives you badass rank. But that technically classes as New Game Plus, so we have to disable that for the run in order to make it New Game. Do you let me know when to dialogue
Okay,
skipping,
okay.
Incalex, please?
Now.
That was slow. That's right.
I will drop you 2 doll snipers in the
Cool.
right in front of the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't give me one either.
No, well, you ran before me.
I was waiting.
Oh, sorry.
So as you'll notice, throughout the run, we'll be trying to explain stuff, but as this is a co-op run, we'll also be kind of chatting to each other, kind of talking about when to do certain actions and things like that. So
Oh, Sten, will you make it here?
No.
Alright, I'll drop it afterwards then.
get ready to save quitting, please.
I'm ready.
So here in the early game, we'll be using a lot of save quits to sort of skip dialogue and animations.
Yep. So coming up now is the side effect that I mentioned of the duping method that we just did. So whenever you double drop a weapon, it also transfers certain properties of the gun to the character. The main one that we're focusing on is the critical hit damage of the sniper rifle. So each of these sniper rifles gives us, is it 160% extra
Yes,
damage?
160% for
Yeah.
this kind of sniper.
Sure. So we're going to be using that throughout the entire run to be able to...
Nice, then I got you go sniper there.
I'll take this one.
Oh.
No, I won't.
Sorry. My
There we go. Yeah, so we'll be using that throughout the entirety of the run in order to get as much damage as we can, basically. The 3 off-hosts can do that. Unfortunately, Incalex isn't able to, as he is the host player. But he can do something called weapon merging, which is basically like a baby version of what we're doing, essentially. So,
Yes.
so you'll even though we have like a 60 damage sniper rifle, you'll notice that we're going to be doing damages within like 1,000, 1,500, maybe even 2,000, depending on how quickly we can do it. And as we go along through the run, you'll start noticing, hopefully, if we're able to do it well enough, damage numbers in like 100,000, 150,000 with just like 70 base damage weapons. So that's all we're going to be doing. We're basically just waiting for Claptrap to run. It's very kind of slow starting, unfortunately. There's not a lot we can really do to speed this up, except kill the enemies as fast as we can. So we use this time to get some damage, and we're basically hoping to one-shot the first boss.
If we hit crits, he likes to be a little bit annoying and just sort of jump around, not let us shoot him in the face.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that was very fast.
Yeah,
That was great.
I did not expect that.
That all spawned for me. That was nice.
Also, there are some visual glitches with the little bullymongs. Sometimes they'll just sort of grow in size. There's a lot of kind of little visual things, purely visual, that don't really make any effect on the run whatsoever. Some a bit more We probably won't see any since we're on true LAN, as it's mainly a latency thing. But
No, I did actually have a wall that didn't break for me. I just had to run right through the wall.
yes, I had that as well. Actually, that was.
Oh,
I should swap to.
yeah, I had a bully mong.
So as mentioned, if all 4 of us hit a crit, then we should just one-shot this boss.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Even
instantly.
if I miss, you should one-shot it.
Oh yeah, you don't matter.
I don't matter. I don't deal damage.
Yeah, host character can't really keep up with the damage level of the off host.
That's sad.
Oh, and he jumped right at
All
us.
of us missed.
Guys,
Oh,
you
come
were
on,
supposed to
guys.
do criticals. What are you doing?
Come on, he jumped right at us. He was
Yeah,
being
that was the. You can do a few animations there. He can like just run at us. He can throw like a rock or the car here or something like that. Or he can jump at us, which is the worst one, as that makes him the hardest to hit. And unfortunately, we got the hardest to hit one there. So
Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
quick crits afterwards though, so it's fine.
we are going to be safe quitting soon. But I'm simply just going to make some snipers purely just to have a lot of snipers in my inventory, so I can very quickly get a lot of stacks as fast as I can, really.
Yeah, this is another part of the game where we just sort of sit and wait for Claptrap here to finish talking. We do that a lot in this early game.
Yeah, the early game is a little
Sadly.
bit slow. As soon as
Yeah, like this first area is meant to be sort of a tutorial area where you just sort of, learn the base mechanics of the game.
And learn to hide Claptrap, basically.
And trade Claptrap.
yeah.
It's also worth noting that Claptrap is very notorious for soft locking a lot. during this
Yeah.
run. And there are a couple of soft locks that we might hit if we're unlucky.
Yeah, we've already avoided about, what, 3? Something like
Yeah,
that?
something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
In the first 6 minutes. Though soon after, in like 20 minutes, we should be rid of him for the for the rest of the game, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, until like the last 15 minutes.
yeah.
Let me know when you're ready to go meet with Sir Hammerlock, minion. Just follow this.
Oh,
yay.
Come on.
Yeah, and sometimes he just likes to talk when he's not supposed to, so he just wasted like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that is purely random. Sometimes it happens. Most of the time it doesn't. It's really unfortunate that we got it there.
Okay, by the way, guys, remember to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's another place where Claptrap can be really annoying because he has like a certain dialogue. He has a set of dialogues he can say right
He's
here.
not talking.
He just so we had a very short one.
Yeah.
He basically didn't say anything.
Yeah,
But
there's
he-
a few different dialogues we can wait that he can say. We have to wait for him to stop whatever dialogue he's talking, so he moves like he is doing at the moment. If we didn't do that, if we ran too quickly, he'd just stand there and say his dialogue that he's saying at the moment, and after he's finished, he'd then move, which is maybe 10 to 15 seconds slower. So we've just got to be careful there to make sure that we get him to move.
Just arrived in Liarsburg. Oh, and I'm still offering a reward for Roland, the mass murderer leader of the Crimson Raiders.
So once again, we're going to be safe quitting to skip some dialogue here and just kind of move the game forward without having to wait for the dialogue. We can do that quite a lot in this early game, which is actually really nice. Otherwise, it'd take like at least 5 minutes longer than it actually needs to.
Yeah. There's more of the Claptrap talks about nonsense for a while. Luckily, we can avoid most of it.
Yeah. So the next area, again, we're basically just going to be clearing out enemies. Not too much to say, we're just going to be doing it as fast as possible. I guess if there's any donations, now would be a decent time to read them out.
And we have a $1 donation from Crash Bash Hash saying, "Can't wait to watch this run. Been practicing Borderlands 2 Gate UVHM. Good luck on the run, guys." Then we got a $5 donation from Roarback saying, "Ayo Sten, Vermi, Philly, and Incalex. Break the game, just don't break the stream. Good luck and may the speedboats be with you. Runner's choice."
So that isn't actually a joke. There's a very small possibility that there's a glitch that causes us to break the entire game. But hey, it shouldn't happen.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
And the game is very crash heavy. If you even look at it funny, it might just decide, no, it's crashing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, can't do it.
Please stay back, Vault Hunter.
Once again, more dialogue here. There's not really a whole lot to say here. I guess if we want something to talk about, we can go through why we picked each character, I suppose. So I guess I'll start. So I'm basically here for late game damage. I'm going to be abusing a glitch very late into the run in order to kill the final boss. And I'm also here for a particular glitch which will make various other party members invincible, basically, just so they won't be able to die like at all.
Unless we hit a death wall.
Unless unless we hit some sort of death plane, which we will be doing quite a lot actually. There is a lot of death warp using in this run.
And the reason for my character will become fairly apparent in about 10ish minutes. So I'll just.
Are you going to hang fire? Because it's pretty good. It's pretty glorious, to be honest.
I will. I won't show it I won't tell what it is just yet. You'll have to wait and see.
So, do you really want me to talk about my charter? I mean,
we may as well cover it.
I mean, it's I'm a host. That's pretty much all.
You kill Bunker.
Yeah, so he's here to basically one-shot a boss. That does actually save us quite a lot of time because the boss is very RNG heavy in terms of his animations and what he can do, and Zero, the character that he's playing, has a particular skill which you can spec into. It's not the skill itself that's broken; it's the boss that's broken, and we can abuse the skill to be able to one-shot the boss.
Yeah, and I'm playing Gage, and Gage just has the most damage in the early game, which is like. I just have a shit ton of damage, and I have a skill that makes my bullets half the time they home in on enemies, so I pretty much have aimbot later in the game.
Balanced character.
Yeah.
Yeah, so once again, we're just going to be kind of doing a side mission here in order to get a sniper upgrade, just to make the only bit of farming in the run, which only takes about maybe 4 to 5 minutes, something like that, a little bit easier. So I'm guessing, again, if there's any more donations, now would be a great time to use them.
Okay, we have an anonymous $10 donation. Hey Philly, Stan, Vemi and Inke. Good luck to you guys. So great to see a Borderlands run back at the marathon. Hope you guys have good flood of RNG. Quad shows itself. Donation goes to Team's Choice. P.S. Walter, just a suggestion. We also have an anonymous $25 donation without comment. Thank you for that.
Did you guys finish the quest with the?
Yeah, we did.
Asura?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
we did.
I'll check.
Some grenades.
Okay, just have a normal one.
Yeah, nothing special here either.
Yeah, so we're making our way to the second boss of the game. This boss, we're going to be farming a few times just to get us to the right amount of experience. There's a particular experience route that we need to follow. We need to hit level 10 at a certain time in the run because that unlocks the ability to find launchers in the game. And there is a particular launcher that we need to be able to do a very important glitch that we need to complete the run in. Without this glitch, this run wouldn't be possible. So we need to make sure that we hit level 10 at the right time. I have 0 crit stats right now.
Yeah, I'm just getting a couple myself. Kinda low.
I'm racking my brain trying to think of a name for that diamond post I bought. I was gonna call it Piss for Brains in honor of you, but that just feels immature. Hey, maybe Butt Stallion? Nah, that's even worse. I'll tell you what, I'll give it some more time.
Okay, I don't have any grenades, so I won't be able to join you guys if I finish early.
That's okay. Yeah, sure. So Incalex is off to do another side mission. Again, this is to get the sniper upgrade that we mentioned. And us three off-host damage dealers are going to kill the first boss with all of our increased damage and whatnot. Because Incalex isn't really that useful for the boss, but we can have him go and doing something else. Zero, the character, is considered the melee, quote-unquote melee character, at least for this patch he is. And the quest that he's going to do involves meleeing enemies, which is kind of convenient for us. So. Sten just showering snipers everywhere. So I will explain why Sten is just showering snipers everywhere. So he's using a slightly different method that we basically just decided to do to show off the two differences of doing it. Sten has 2 mice at the moment, and he has. He mainly needs the 2 mice.
I went down.
Oh, so you did. You okay?
Yeah, no. I need something to get me.
I'll stay around here. I won't be able to get you after the cutscene.
That's fine.
Probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably not. No.
Okay, I'm done with the fair.
That was fast.
Oh, nice.
Okay. If you can stay down there and maybe snipe Big Bertha. I don't know if you can see him from where you are, but if you can, that would be very useful.
I'll try.
Sure.
That's the reason I went down. Is I got lucky with the 2 specific kinds of psychos that are waiting for us after the bridge. They explode and deal a lot of damage, and I got stuck in a very unfortunate situation.
Yeah, it happens. It's not a problem. Luckily, there is a team revive feature of this game. Since this game is meant to be kind of very co-op centered. And you okay there, Stan? Can you get?
Actually, got grenades, so I will be able to join you guys.
Okay, cool.
Hitboxes. Yay.
Yeah, hitboxes are a little bit weird on off-host. As mentioned, there is.
Where did he go?
I don't know. There we go, we
fine.
leveled up. All right.
Okay, I'll take the cannon again.
Oh, you're here. Sweet, yeah.
Nice.
So that was the first boss. This is the boss that we're going to farm. As mentioned, it'll be a lot easier than that since we'll have an upgraded, a much more powerful sniper to be able to use. It's fine. Did nobody pick up?
Oh.
There we go. It's fine. I don't know. I didn't actually think that would skip. Okay, cool.
It's also worth mentioning that the glitch we're using to increase our damage will also increase our accuracy and increase our recoil. So we are so we have to sort of balance not getting too many of the crit stacks, as that will completely ruin our accuracy. And in this early game, doing so will make fighting pretty much impossible.
All right, call out your snipers, guys, when you get it. We're looking for a particular barrel. It doesn't really matter which one we get, as long as we get. I know,
Terrible, terrible.
I got
90 from
70
Akamak.
die up. Do you want me to dupe it?
Yes.
I think it's the best we
Okay,
have.
cool. I will.
I just make Akamak since it's 93 just for this game.
I got a Chinook, so pretty much the worst possible.
There's always one.
Yeah.
So I guess grenade jumping is also a thing in this game, where we throw a grenade at the ground, where it has to be in not grenade mod, because there's different grenade mods in the game.
I am being terrible right now.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Hey, where are you guys?
About to enter the fight.
Okay. I think it's me enough time.
But yeah, basically, grenade, like the base grenade mod. So like, if you have no grenade mod equipped, will have a lot more knockback than any grenade,
Oh, it
like actual
disappeared.
grenade mod in the game.
I only have 3 snipers because one disappeared.
Oh,
So
nice.
because of the double dropping method, so sometimes the one of the guns can just
I
like
predict-
not be able to be picked up.
Yeah, because the game will sort of realize that that gun is not supposed to be there, and so okay, and
Yeah.
sort of make it impossible to interact with it.
How many do you have? 3?
Just 3. Yeah, I can
You
drop. I can
you
drop.
can keep yours and collect yours.
Yeah,
is fine.
I'll keep mine. It's way
Okay.
easier.
Okay.
So you don't need to dupe more.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, great. Yeah. So as I say, we're just going to be farming this boss. If there's any more donations, that would be
That
great.
would be a great time. Yeah.
Perfect. We have a $5 donation from Amir Lin. And the donation says, "Hey all, good luck on the run, and remember to keep Sten out of the menus." I'm
We'll try.
donating $5 per RNG attempt you guys go for.
Oh.
Hey.
Also,
wow.
reminder: the pre-sequel did nothing wrong.
I'm not sure about that.
We also have a $5 donation from Anonymous saying Borderlands 2, the best looter shooter ever made. And also Dr. Z is donating $5 saying,
boy.
who needs a medical license when you got style? And also $25 from Shockwave. Hey guys, good luck on the run. Shoutouts to Always in a Menu, Sten. Donations go to Sten's choice.
As you may have guessed, Sten is really good at being in a menu when he's not supposed to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We'll see if you will do it during this round.
That's because you cannot actually travel to other areas while you're in a menu.
Already done?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, don't. Sorry, I connected to Vemi by accident. There's always one.
Oh, I already.
I
tried to
don't
connect
think
to
that's
you.
the last one, let's be honest.
Oh, how many farms have we got left? 2, is it? 2 or 3?
2 or 3.
3.
Sure.
Yeah,
much
we're not gonna hit 7 off of this one, so this one, yeah.
Okay.
About 3 more. 3 more kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can keep going with the donations if, of course, there are any.
Go right ahead. We still have some time to kill like this.
Okay, we don't have any new donations, but I can give a shout out to DX Racers again. I know 3 or 2 of you guys are sitting on DX Racers chairs,
That's right.
and they're incredibly comfy
They are
chairs.
great.
I'm loving
Yeah.
it.
Can recommend.
Thank you guys for sponsoring those.
I have to say they look great. Sadly, I'm not in one.
I promise the game gets a lot faster once we've done this.
Yeah, yeah. that-
This is the only bit of farming that we need to do in the run. There's, it's all just kind of story missions and a little bit of weapon farming.
Yeah, this is the only experience farm we have
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, after that, it's all fun.
Wow.
Alright, got him.
I didn't hit a single one. All right.
So the next one should be the last farm, right?
Yes.
think so.
So
Yeah.
we safeguard us this one we're done.
Yep. Well, as long as we're not level 7, we do
Exactly.
that.
So yeah, we're going like Philly mentioned earlier. We're going for a specific amount of experience before we continue on.
Yeah, I've never enjoyed this bit of the run, but
No, but it has to be done.
yeah.
Well, it's the least interesting part of the run, but
Yeah.
after that, yeah, it gets.
We
like,
promise this is a fun speed game.
Trust us. No, but really, it's like the only fun part of the whole game.
Yeah, the only experience farm anyway.
I might go down. I am.
Yep.
Need help or you know?
Yeah, I don't think it matters too much.
All right.
Oh no! Don't tell me I'm. Okay, I died because of the fire. Seriously?
Every man
I
for
think
himself.
I think it's slow to. Yeah, I'll get you whatever.
He needs
No,
the
just let me
experience.
die. Let me die. Let me die.
Every man for
Then
himself.
press E.
I don't do damage anyway. Can I try to? Well, okay. I'll try to no scope a rack. It worked. Oh my god. Are you done?
Not quite.
Go.
Now we are.
Cool. Well, so that's the last save quit that we're gonna do for
Yes. So
a
now we're
while.
done. And now is when my character's role becomes more apparent.
Yes.
I'll explain once we get in game.
Yeah, he'll stay behind and be slow.
Well, yeah, for now.
For now.
Alright, so my character Axton has a skill called Expertise. Now, this skill gives you weapon swap speed, and while you're aiming down sight of a gun, you get increased movement speed. And because I'm off host, the game doesn't quite realize that I'm no longer aiming down sight if I drop the gun while aiming down sight. So that movement speed bonus, it stacks. It stacks a fair bit, as you will see in a moment. So I'm just gonna sit back here, relax a bit, and drop some guns, while the other guys go and do another farm.
Axton's got the butterfingers. Can't hold on to his guns.
Yep, that was just so slippery. I'm trying so hard, but no.
Oh, please don't fire that.
Stank, don't die.
It's okay. God damn it.
Alright, I think we're in the fight, Javi.
Alright, and as you can see, I am moving slightly faster than normal.
Slightly.
Yeah, a little
Just
bit.
a little bit, and just flying through this area. Going a little bit fast. Gotta go fast.
Here it
Hello.
comes. Hi, baby.
Goodbye. Oh, Stan, you're in the way, you bastard.
Don't forget boom.
Yeah, alright, so
So yeah, I'm just gonna run past all these enemies, and I'm gonna trigger a save point here, and I have done now. And
Yep.
they're gonna death warp to this save. They're gonna do a lot of death warping because they
Yeah.
can't quite keep up. No.
And I'll just stay behind to do dropping
come
gun
on.
Yeah.
things.
So I'm Maya's the late game damage, but throughout the rest of the run, it's mainly going to be Gage that's going to be doing most of the damage. So he needs as much time as possible to be able to stack. So I'm going to come and help Vemi with pushing the main quest. Where are you up to, Vemi?
I am just starting the fight.
Oh, cool.
Hey, hi.
Oh, come on.
I don't have any stacks myself, but it's alright.
Don't quite need it for this part yet. Do you guys have spawns with sort of spawn luck? So this game has a fairly low spawn limit of the amount of enemies it can allow at any one time, which can be sort of annoying for certain quests where you have to kill a certain amount of enemies. Because if someone else is off doing something, they might take up the quest spawns. Right, we're done here.
Cool.
Just then get ready to die or go down.
So we're coming up to the next boss, but there's not really much happening until we get there in the next kind of couple of minutes, if there's any more. Again, any more donations?
Yes. We do have a $25 donation
go.
from Existentially Yours, who
Ooh, hey.
says, "Okay, but how do you quantify that you have the that you have the most green in your city?" This goes to Philly Vanilli's choice. We also have $1 from Sampa. Sampa says, "Borderlands 2 4-player co-op. I had so many fun hours. playing this 4-player co-op. It's not much, but all I can manage. And again, $1 really does matter a lot, so thank you for that.
They wanted to is amazing.
Do we have time for more donations?
Yeah, we've got a cutscene to sit through, so yeah,
Okay.
we can fit in a couple more.
We have a $5 donation from Yummy J. Key. Yo guys, let's get a good run and hope Claptrap doesn't give you nightmares tonight. Kappa.
He probably will.
Yeah.
And $10 from Remain Knight. A donation from France. Good luck guys. May RNG cheeses be with you.
Yeah, this run is fairly RNG heavy. As I mentioned earlier, we need a specific kind of launcher before, or rocket launcher, before we're able to continue the run. So at some point we will have to sit and save quit for time, multiple times not to find it. But we do have marathon save backup strats.
We do.
So
Totally legit.
totally legit.
Legit. Valid speedrun strats that are completely allowed.
Yes.
So we're looking to get a particular manipulation here to make... normally we would have to kill the boss and then kill all of his kind of minion friends, I suppose. But we can skip that if we... it's kind of random, but I'm not really sure how it works, to be perfectly honest. But we need to kill Flint in a particular spot, which is right here, and hope we get lucky with these particular psychos, which we didn't. Did we? No, Death Trap's blocking them. So we needed the psycho, one of the psychos to land in a particular spot. Just to basically just stand in a particular spot. Well, we didn't get it, unfortunately, so we've got to kill the enemies.
Yeah, so
it is a little bit random. Death Trap can mess it up, as you saw there. Death Trap was body blocking the psycho that we needed to be in the correct position. So there's not a lot we can really do about that, unfortunately. It's all Death Trap's fault.
So what causes that glitch, we think, is that the Claptrap here is, when we're done with the fight, he's going to walk up to the place where the psycho was standing, and he's going to say a line of dialogue. And what we think happening is that for some reason the game is, because the psycho is standing there, the game is giving Claptrap his, it's triggering Claptrap's trigger. And making Claptrap say the dialogue early and just immediately walk there and open the door for us.
Yeah, the game thinks psycho is Claptrap. I mean, Claptrap is pretty psycho, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but
Are we done here? Was he walking?
yes,
Yeah, he is.
should be. Yeah,
We didn't soft lock. That's good. There's a soft lock there that we don't understand anything about, but we didn't get it.
So all is good in the world. We're also about to get rid of Claptrap, so that's amazing. Oh, we didn't.
Oh god, another badass motor. That's not good. Are
Yes,
you
stay
almost
alive
done?
if you can.
Okay, if you're almost done, then I better just
Yeah,
hide.
we have level up bonus coming up, so you can go down if you want. Should have level up bonus anyway.
Can I think I can snipe it from really far away.
I'll
That'd be
travel.
even nicer. I got the badass.
Nice.
Well done.
Nice.
Cool. So I guess we'll explain what badasses are, since it's not particularly apparent. So any enemy in the game can spawn as what's known as a badass enemy, which is basically just the same enemy, but it has more damage, it has more health, it's a bit more dangerous, basically, it's higher level. And it gives a bit more experience as well, so for the most part, they're a good thing, but sometimes they can kind of hinder us as well, because they take much longer to kill, especially at these early levels when we don't have, like, infinite damage yet.
Yeah, there's an area coming up where I can get really screwed over by badasses. As there are 3 enemies that I have to kill, and they can all spawn as badasses. So far, I have tried having 2 badasses there, and that is
Super rare.
super rare, super unlucky, and
Yeah.
that's such a pain in the ass.
One
Also,
happens and is manageable, but the...
yeah. We just did a fairly major skip there. Like, normally you're supposed to sit and wait until you have access to a car in order to be able to jump a gap. But because I have super speed, I just sort of don't care and just sort of run off to the side and skip the entire thing.
I don't know what car I'm getting. It's fine. Oh yeah, we're up. I think we're up.
Yeah, you should go in car 1.
Sure. So again, we're just kind of pushing main quest at the moment. There's not really too much, going on right now. If there's any more donations, that would be a good time.
Yeah, we have a $5 donation from GameSwag. GameSwag says, "Hey guys, good luck with the run. It's great to see friends get runs into marathons. Make sure you shoot the guy in the face for me and get all the world drop luck."
Oh. This is where I can get really unlucky. I did not. They're all regular enemies. That's nice.
So as the accident goes super fast, he's just pushing the main quest. There's not really a whole lot else that we can do except gather as much experience as we can just by killing all the enemies that are around, and that's what we're going to be doing.
That's a lot of the run, really. As I run really, really fast and run the little triggers, and they sort of run around, have fun.
We run around a tad slower. And
Yeah. Lots of few areas where I'll just be running around checking chests because there's nothing to do.
yeah. A lot of this, a fair amount of this bit, to be honest, is kind of waiting for dialogue. There are kind of some stages when that's a good thing because we need to kind of set up glitches and things like that. We've kind of got things that we need to do, but it just so happens that now isn't really one of those times.
Yeah.
I think we got them all.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can shoot racks though.
My accuracy is kind of a bit off, but it's fine.
Yeah, I couldn't stop.
Yeah. Crystal will do that to you.
So now we're in the, I guess, the game's kind of safe area of.
Yeah, this is the main quest hub. Most of your quests will be taken here.
This is where you come in to kind of turn in the missions afterwards, after you've kind of gone out and done the main mission, and this is where you'll come to kind of turn that in and get the next one. You'll see this area a lot of times, but not a lot of it, basically. It's most of it, for the most part, it's kind of not really used, at least in any percent. But oh, I got a bushwhack 28 by 50.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So that's the shotgun one of the shotguns that we're looking for. We'll explain why we use that particular shotgun a little bit later, but that's eliminated a lot of the RNG that we need for the run.
Roughly half of the RNG.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we just went for a dialogue skip, which we got, so I'm on a timer now, I gotta go fast. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to trigger 2 cutscenes simultaneously, which will skip one of them, as they will be running at the same time.
Yeah, all cutscenes in this game are rendered in real time, which means we can kind of do some funky stuff with them, which we'll show off a little later. We can get like our action skills kind of inside the cutscene and things like that, which makes it a little more hilarious than it's supposed to be. But especially in the more kind of serious cutscenes later on in the run, we can just sort of completely demolish them.
Which you will. Try at least.
Yeah. So once again, we can kind of skip more dialogue by collecting kind of other missions that aren't the main mission. And that just kind of makes the area go just a little bit faster. It saves us kind of waiting too long for dialogue. And once again, Vemi's just kind of doing the mission over there, just to basically get some extra experience for us. It's not too much, and it doesn't really matter that much in the run, but he's got nothing else to do, so we may as well get the little bit of experience that gives.
Don't worry, nobody's gonna turn you in. What you want? Just buy something, and I'll toss in this tap.
And I will do a lot more dialogue skipping, so sort of what I'm doing in this area is just a bunch of dialogue skipping. So whenever the main quest dialogue starts, I'll pick up another quest or something similar, not to skip the dialogue.
This is a recorded message to any Crimson Raiders in the area.
Beautiful. That went pretty smoothly.
It's a beautiful place. If everything goes right, it's just
It's very seamless.
then I run into walls. I do that a lot. Oh, come on. So this is the game is a port from, initially made for consoles only, and then ported to PC, which means that sometimes the menu will glitch out a lot, which just happened to me there.
Yeah, it's not the best port in the world, so
No.
there's a few kind of little things with it.
A lot of the glitches are actually, or at least some of the glitches are made possible by having quick dropping.
Oh, savagely.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get a Harold by any chance?
No.
No, of course we didn't. 1% chance.
Oh.
sorry, 1.1% chance. Real. So once again, we're just kind of doing the main mission in this area. There is a particular weapon in this area that is a 100% spawn, which is actually for some reason one of the best weapons in the game. At least that kind of the higher kind of new game plus levels, it's one of the best. It's really good for this area, so we're gonna use it. And it has another kind of little additional property in the fact that it's when you kind of double drop it in what we've been doing with the snipers, it actually increases our accuracy a little bit. It makes it a little better. So it's worth keeping for us just in case. And we have a badass over here, so we kind of need those just go as soon as we can.
Yeah, all right, on the way. So Axton sort of becomes a bit of a delivery service, as you can run around to everyone as need be.
Let me explain something. Even if you do rescue Roland,
This is it. The
Yeah.
Firehawk's hideout. Careful, friend.
Nice,
Real,
Danny,
so I
ready?
need to pick them up to make them actually real guns, and then I can drop
Stand-
one for Incalex to use.
You done?
Yep, take
Okay.
it.
Yeah, as I was mentioning, when we actually double drum the guns, we have to sort of max out our equip slots, so the guns have to go directly into the backpack. Otherwise, funky stuff might happen.
Yeah, the game doesn't realise that there's actually 2 guns on the ground. It thinks there's still only 1 gun on the ground because there's not meant to be 2. So we have to kind of make sure that the game now thinks that there's 2 by not force equipping it into our kind of equip slots, as that does some incredibly funky stuff, which we hopefully will be able to show at kind of the end of the run if we have time.
No, you don't need to revive me.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got a level up. Nice. So this is, it kind of just looks like we're just running around killing enemies, which I suppose we are, but this is the area where we need to hit level 10. So what we're doing is actually kind of important.
Oh, loot gun.
Oh, we got a loot gun. That's a lot of experience.
Oh, nice. So yeah, here we have Gage and Axton doing the main quest with the 2 others all around gathering the experience necessary to hit level 10.
Oh, one thing we didn't say actually is that all enemies, because this is 4-player, all enemies have increased health and damage. I think it's by 4 times because there's 4 players. So
something like that,
everything
yeah.
is kind of a lot stronger than it would be in solo, which is why you might see us kind of going down, kind of into fight for your life, a lot more than we're supposed to be. And that chest opened twice. That's cool. Yeah, off-host visual glitches. That's fun. All right, we're done here. We can.
Nothing good.
We're gonna jump. Yeah, we didn't get anything good, but we got 1,300 experience from it, which is a ton of experience, which we really needed. So that's good. That's quite a rare spawn there that we don't normally get. It's not something that we see all the time. So it's kind of good to see. Eventually, there we go. I should not have killed that. I'm sorry.
It should
Can
be
you get
fine. Yeah, just let me reload.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I just wanted to make sure. Play it super safe.
Safest and fast, what are you doing?
Yeah, this is the one place where we should be super risky, right?
Totally.
So yeah, as I said, we're just kind of killing, doing main quest, killing enemies for experience, and then we'll be good for experience. Hopefully, if we can hit the right point. So if there's any time for donations, once again, this would be a good time.
So theoretically, Dan donates $20 saying, "Den wave, den love."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this will probably be going on for the next kind of 3-4 minutes. So if there is kind of a chain of donations, feel free to read them out.
Oh, if you have anything else you want to say over there?
Yep.
Go right ahead.
So as I mentioned earlier, there is kind of limited spawns that the game can have in the areas. So we, as well as killing the enemies, we're trying to keep the spawns as low as possible. So the main quest gets spawned, which is more important than what we're doing basically, in order to actually advance the game. Because without those spawns, we can't actually continue with the game. So we need to make sure that the amount of enemies that we have is as low as possible to make sure that new enemies can spawn for the main quest.
No.
How far are you guys through it? Are you close?
About to spawn the second wave of badasses.
That's cool.
They're beginning now.
Yep. Pure RNG up here. There's a chest up here which spawns level 10 gear. As mentioned, level 10 is required for a launcher, and there's an incredibly small chance that we get a launcher from this. We didn't get it. We got grenade mods, but that's all right. It's pure RNG. There's nothing we can do. That is actually a blue. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, Fiddy, go away, just in case, so we don't die.
Yeah.
Because we're done.
We are. Cool.
Okay, so once we're done here, we were going to go back to Sanctuary, so this was the easiest place to farm gear.
Yeah, so we already have our shotgun, which is really good. In my experience, I find that the shotgun from the vendors that we're going to farm is actually the least common of the two. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Cool. So now we're after a particular rocket launcher, which is why we needed level 10. So
once we get here, I'm going to trigger a quest, which is part of the backup strat that we have in case we need it, because that's a Claptrap quest, so he likes to talk a lot.
Yeah.
So.
We're going to check these vendors, but they shouldn't have cycled. The game has kind of a real-time kind of cycle going on. Every 20 minutes it changes, and yeah, it hasn't cycled. It's still levels 5 to 7 gear, so we need to save quit whenever you're ready. Yep, that's fine. And this is all we're going to be doing until we find what we need. So feel free to fire off any donations just as we're doing this.
We got a $10 donation from the civilian, saying, "Donation from France. Staying awake to see Incalex speedrun that game I never played on, sadly. Very interesting run so far. I want to see more. Best of luck to all 4 of you." Thank you.
Very much.
I know that guy, personally. So, if I remember correctly, like every RNG reset, basically, someone has to donate. That's what they say, right? That might cost a lot.
So when you're ready, Vemi.
I got it.
Help me reach
Nothing.
sanctuary,
Go.
minion. And for that,
So that dialogue, I actually remember in practice, that dialogue where you talk to Claptrap for the second time, you actually have to wait for the full dialogue. So at some point, when we start getting a bit desperate, we'll need to kind of actually wait for Claptrap to kind of say his dialogue before we can move on with that particular side quest.
Oh, you can't skip the dialogue.
No, you can't.
No, we were
Oh.
having some problems with it in practice, so
Oh,
it doesn't really matter for the moment. It's just when we start getting
Okay.
when RNG starts being kind of throwing its hissy fits like it can do.
Yeah. Hopefully not though.
Yeah.
We have like 50% of the RNG we need. So
We do.
Of the gear we need. So yeah.
Got let off.
Nice.
Nice.
All right,
Okay.
cool. So that's everything that we needed. The rocket launcher is made by the manufacturer Vladov, and it has a particular property on it which we will be abusing to its full extent. I'll explain, or if someone else wants to explain, I guess.
I can explain that.
Sure.
Every third shot fired from a Valve rocket launcher is free. This is coded in this game as a -1 cost, and by swapping, by loading, by loading up this shot, which is done by firing once after you equip it, we can swap back and forth to the Valve rocket launcher, and this will stack the -1 ammo cost on our character, which will allow us to use shotgun, like any weapon, any other weapon with any ammo cost for free. So
I have
basically
got
instant ammo.
Yeah.
Can I take the rockets?
Yes, take them. That's fine.
Oh, what, full?
No, those are not real.
It's over
Over
here.
here. Over here.
Oh, okay. So this one,
Yeah.
right?
So
Yes.
at the moment we're just kind of again duplicating the weapon, so we all have one of what we need. Is this bushwhack okay to take?
Yes.
Cool. I say we need to be very careful in picking up weapons. If it's not real, then we can really kind of mess with the game. So we're going to do another glitch here, which is basically going to make me invincible. So I'm going to go ahead and down myself. And what Sten is going to do, Sten is going to start reviving me, and then Incalex is going to kick him from the
Give me
game.
one.
Yeah,
No.
go.
Now.
So this puts me in a constant state of kind of in fight for your life and being revived, which basically means that I can no longer, I'll just kind of show it off there, basically means that I can no longer die through kind of going into fight for your life. The game thinks that I'm being revived, and so that as soon as I go down that I should be revived again, and this will persist throughout the entire run. We'll be using a modified version of this glitch in order to kind of boost me a few levels for another glitch at the end game, which we'll show off.
Yeah.
The reason why we've chosen the shotgun as well, I just realized we haven't explained that. So the shotgun is made by the manufacturer Jacobs, and its property is that it can fire as fast as we can pull the trigger. There is an actual kind of fire rate kind of lock onto it, so we can't go over a particular fire rate, but through
Okay.
Okay,
yeah, okay, don't worry about that. So
it's fine.
there
All's under control.
I don't know what Carrigan, that's fine. So I lost my train of thought then because
Oh yeah,
of
it's
that.
the Jacob shotguns.
Jacob
have-
shotguns, that's the one. So they can fire as fast as you can pull the trigger, so which essentially makes them semi-automatic. As I say, there is a high fire rate cap on the shotguns, but through non-tool assisted means, then it's kind of hard to reach that using just your trigger finger.
Yeah.
This is going to be the majority of our damage as well, these kind of shotguns. Hopefully we'll get upgrades. It's not super necessary, but hopefully we'll get some upgrades later on, which will kind of amplify our damage a lot more.
That was awesome.
So once again, we're just kind of running through the main storyline. We need to do some stuff for a person to get into a place where we're hoping to rescue the leader of the Crimson Raiders, as he's known as, which is kind of the rebel resistance in this game. We need to go rescue the leader. So we need to go do that. If there's any donations, again, feel free to just fire them off right now.
Yeah, we have another $10 from Emerlyn, and Emerlyn says, as promised, here's my $10 for second try RNG. Good luck, guys. Do us proud.
Alright, so it's worth noting in this area we're looking for a particular weapon that only spawns
I
here.
didn't get it.
Okay. It's called the Gwen's Head. Now, the interesting thing about this one is it has what's known as Type B crit. So in this game we have two types of, actually three kinds, but we'll only be using two of them. We have A and B and C. A is the regular crit type. That's the one you'll find on most snipers, and generally most, like, skills you'll have in your skill trees and whatnot. Whereas certain other weapons, such as Jacob's shotguns and this Gwen's head, have type B. Now these two types of crit damage, they multiply each other. So you stack a lot of one type of the crit and you stack a lot of the second type of the crit, which allows you to get a lot more crit than you should.
Did you find the Gwen?
Yes, I got it just right here by Lynchwood.
Also, that dialogue.
Oh yeah, this game has a lot of references to a lot of things, and I'm not getting it to spawn. There we go. I'm gonna be a bit slow because it took a while to actually spawn.
Okay. Yeah, I've got my. Will you beat me there? I assume you'll beat me there. You're a
I'll
lot faster.
try.
I will make my way over there, but I'm gonna assume that you will beat me to it.
Depends. Are you in a car?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You should actually beat me.
Okay, that's fine.
I've been outdone. I missed.
Stenkaempen.
See, we tried to make Sten donate for every time he was in the menu, but he doesn't have that kind of money, so. I will drop you the Gwen set right outside here, by the way.
Cool.
There it is.
Do you want to take it, Sten? Because you can jeep it faster. So.
I am going to be late because I didn't get into the car.
Alright, I'll take it and drop it you and bloodshot them. I don't have a lot of damage, by the way.
No, me neither.
Because we got the cars really fast. I wasn't used to that. So.
And so coming up, we got one of the bigger skips in the game. We'll be skipping pretty much the entirety of this next area, and we'll show you that walls are but a suggestion in this game, most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a figment of our imagination.
And then we have the first skill in the cutscene.
There it is.
It was destroyed, sadly, so it doesn't. It wasn't its full beauty, but it tried. Oh, I didn't have any damage.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get a kill on something. Can I
Wow,
get
my
him?
damage was bad.
Oh no, I need to get something. I need to get something. No. Okay, you can respect me if you want to.
It doesn't matter.
That's fine.
That lost us very minimal time.
Yeah.
Oh god, I got rid of the left.
Please don't die.
Yep.
Right, so as mentioned, this next area here, Bloodshot Stronghold, it's sort of a U shape where it starts and ends in pretty much the same area, except like separated by some walls. But as mentioned, once you get above a certain height in this game, most of the walls will become not very real.
One's right behind you.
They just sort of look, they just sort of pretend to be there. So I'm gonna run up into this area. I'm gonna do a. Just gonna check if I have a grenade mod. I do. So drop that real quick. So I'm gonna do a sneaky little grenade jump onto this pipe over here, and then this very weird wall that I'm gonna jump right through. And there we go. I'm out of bounds.
Okay, can we go now?
You can go in and kill things.
Cool. Let me know when I can pick up a Gwen set.
I will.
So this area is actually fairly scary to be out of bounds in, because if I mess something up and I fall outside of the very few solid things out here, I will continue falling for about 2.5 minutes before I actually reach the bottom of the map and die. So, but fortunately, I didn't mess anything up. It's not that hard, so. And here's another instance of a very not real wall that I'm just gonna. I can't shoot through it, but I can walk right through it for good reasons, I'm sure.
And now my close enough is my aimbot thing is in full gear.
Yeah. Good to finally meet
But
you
I can
in
just
person.
shoot the
Hell of a job fighting
ceiling
through those bloodshots.
and kill everything.
Yeah, Gage gameplay is very interesting. He just sort of looks at the ceiling, presses this fire button, and there we go. Things die.
Yeah.
Quite the sight to behold.
This would be a good time for donations since we're just in a cutscene, which we can't skip, unfortunately, as we can't save quit, as that will undo all our glitches. So if there's any donations, now would be a good time.
Yes, Shockwave just donates $5 and wants to remind you guys, hashtag always in a menu stand.
You can't avoid it, then.
No.
Just embrace it at this point. Oh, please be kind to me.
Where are you going? Long time no see, Roland. Soldier, this way. Chant louder, boys. Marcus, let's go.
Good dialogue there. That was good.
Where are you, soldier?
So we're going to be using another death warp here to get to the next boss. Obviously, we can't run as fast as Vemi, so Vemi's going to run to the trigger. The
Stop this
the fast travel that's in the area, the one-way fast travel, and we're just going to help him with the fight. Vemi could probably deal with it on his own, of course, but it's much faster if all 4 of us are there, just to be able to kind of take out all the enemies.
I don't actually lead my team, but they're nice to have around. Moral support and all that.
It's just the Axton show plus guests.
You can go. That was a bit late, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. We're used to you being late.
Oh, wow. It's rude. I'm still here first, though. Oh, wow, this is blue. Ooh.
Cool, so none of the level ups really matter, like, at all. We'll just be kind of getting the levels, and it really doesn't matter what level we are, because we're going to have so much damage that even though levels do matter in this game somewhat, there is kind of damage reduction depending on how far behind you are in levels. I think like at 7 levels behind you have 50% damage reduction. It kind of goes up exponentially to like 99.9 or something like that.
Yeah.
But that simply doesn't matter because we're not going to be 7 levels behind for a start. Oh, well, I'm not going to be 7 levels behind.
Yeah.
And we have so much crit damage that it just doesn't matter.
We will kill everything pretty fast anyway.
Yeah.
Just for information, I found a rocket launcher that's 580.
You can go.
Multiplicator 3.
Cool. Brill. So we're just transitioning to the next kind of quest area again. If there's any donations, now be a good time.
Yeah, Mopioid donates $10 since us. Go Philly, go Vemi, go Incalex, and go out of your menus. Then.
I'm loving that's becoming a meme. At least it warms my heart. I have run this game for about 1.5 years with Sten now, and he's always been in the menu. Alright, so here we have a little bit of more enemy RNG, as we have to like burn some of these bar kits because apparently they scream, and we want to wake up one of the playable characters from the previous game, Mordecai. Luckily, they were being nice to me there, but they can decide to just run away in different directions, making it really hard to set them on fire.
And since we don't have a fire weapon, we have to rely on the fire melons that are provided in the area. And if the most of the time, if enemies aggroed on you, it's kind of going to follow you if it needs to melee you, which thankfully the Varkins do. But every now and then, it's just one of them, or 2 of them, just decide that they're just not interested today. Thankfully, that didn't happen today, but it can be really frustrating to happen.
Right. So I'm going to try and do something here in a moment. I'm going to try and actually... There's a cutscene trigger right in here, but I'm going to see if I can go up and talk to this NPC before the cutscene. I couldn't, damn it. What I was going to do is I was going to try and talk to Tina here, the character we're seeing, before the cutscene starts, so that she will do double dialogue while the cutscene is going on. It's a fairly precise thing, as you have to sort of aim for the right place.
Yeah. I imagine it's much harder on True Line as well because it is kind of latency based in the sense that the cutscene that loads for Incalex loads slightly before the cutscene for Vemi, which allows us to do that in the first place. But since it's True Line, the latency is very, very low, if at all. So that's what allows us to do that in the first place. But it's very precise, and it's made even harder with the low latency. And I messed up that grenade jump. Cool.
But it only lasts like 15 seconds, so it's not a big deal.
I don't have.
Here's a grenade jump that isn't very difficult that I keep failing. There we go.
Yeah,
okay.
I failed it too.
Brill. So Sten is doing a side quest which has the potential to give us an upgraded shotgun. Again, as we found an okay shotgun, this isn't super necessary. It would be great if we could get an upgrade. Just makes the end game a hell of a lot nicer for all of us, really.
Yeah. We've gotten pretty lucky with it in our practice run, so it's probably not going to happen here.
Yeah, we got 2 of the best weapons in our practice runs. Sadly, we got them in practice and not in the actual run themselves, but that's all right. So as mentioned, there's also as the side quest involves killing enemies, there's also we also need to keep the spawns as low as possible, which is why Incalex follows me, because there's a lot of enemies around here, and it's just quicker for us to kill them both. Have you done the quest, Sten? Did I see?
I just got it, but we didn't get
cool.
I didn't get anything.
I didn't get anything either. Marathon luck. Nice.
Oh, but
No quads.
Nope, not this time. We got them all in practice.
Yeah, no good RNG left. Oh well. We will make do. Still got a couple more chances of getting an upgraded shotgun, but this is one of the better ones to get for sure.
Yeah, but for the most part, to be honest, the RNG is kind of pretty much eliminated at this point, just because of the double dropping kind of crit stealing that we can do. That can kind of carry the damage, which is really lucky for us, because there's been, before this was found, there was a number of occasions when we just simply didn't have a good enough shotgun to be able to finish the game, and we would have to reset. But thankfully, this new kind of, it was found relatively recently, actually. It was found in about February time, something like
No,
that.
it was found way later.
Was it?
Yeah, it was found after we submitted this run. So
Oh, it was, wasn't it? It was like,
oh, that's
Yeah.
it was like we submitted the run, and then like 2 weeks later we found it. I remember now, yeah.
we're still not quite entirely sure how it works yet, so all the finer details aren't quite figured out just yet. But we're starting to understand.
We're getting there.
Basically, the game is very confused.
Well, that's one way to hijack a train. The monkey's still up on that ice shelf.
Nice, so Sten, if you want to explain buck up.
Yeah, so what I just did was I spec'd into a skill called Buck Up, which regens my shield 30% a second, I'm pretty sure it is.
No, it's based on your recharge rate. It's like
based on
the tooltip is not what it actually does.
Yeah.
Because this game.
It recharges my shield, and because I did it while we traveled, while the effect was on me while we traveled, the effect is stuck on my character. So my shield is constantly regenerating.
Also, there was a boss there.
Yeah, it was about Wilhelm is very scary. Like they spent like pretty much the entirety of the much of the dialogue here up until this point like hypes up Wilhelm as being this huge badass. You can't possibly kill this guy. But here we are killing him in a couple of shots. There was apparently some dialogue where supposedly he's being poisoned, but for some reason that was actually removed from the actual release of the game. But yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
that's
a bad
the
coach.
explanation for why he's such an easy kill, really.
Oh, I see.
Well, we are making him look a bit easier than he actually is, but he is a pretty easy kill.
Yeah. So coming up is kind of all kind of story-based, basically. It's the huge plot twist, or one of the huge plot twists of the story that's coming up. There's not too much to explain, really, except we just kind of need to go through the motions of hitting all the triggers and all that. If there's any more donations, feel free to fire them off.
I have an ad. Isai would like to thank Player.me for providing the gaming laptops that some of the runners are using. You can find all of Isai's social media in one place by signing up to Player.me using the link in chat. Thank you, guys.
There is one small, not necessary bit of RNG that we can do here. In this little kind of bar area, we can there is kind of some slot machines which can give us weapons. We are looking for another launcher. Doesn't really matter which one. We're not going to be as picky as the infinite ammo launcher. But we're looking for a launcher. I think we might already... Have we already got one, did I hear?
I got one.
Okay,
it's a 600 Victor 3.
Okay, so we do already have one, but it would be nice to find one with a bit more higher damage if we can. Again, as I say, it doesn't really matter as we do already have one, but it's possible that... I actually got one. I got a TDO launcher. It's not very good, but I mean... I don't even know if it's higher damage, but I mean, it's level 16, which is the level we needed at, I think, so...
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got the Iridium!
Oh,
I got the Iridium stack, that's so rare, holy hell.
Did you get like the full 12? Oh, damn.
I got 24 Iridium.
That is... Yeah, that's actually really very nice.
That was dumb.
Oh, and I got the fast one.
I'm actually going to buy grenades then.
Go do this. I'm gonna play this safe. Don't be in the menu, guys. Please.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
So we can skip the little sequence by traveling out of the area just as the checkbox comes up in the little thing on the right hand side of the screen. As soon as that checks, we can actually travel out and kind of skip the area. So what it would have shown is kind of Sanctuary flying up into the sky because yeah, we can fly cities in this planet apparently. That's cool. So
Yeah.
sorry, it's fine.
But yeah, that was a big plot twist that the that Angel, who's been helping you through Borderlands 1 and the start of this game, is actually working for Handsome Jack, who's the big bad guy who's constantly talking to us.
And now, like, as soon as she's suddenly, as soon as that's announced, she gets a guilty conscience, and now she starts like actually helping us. But none of us trust us because it's a very classic tale of Boy Who Cried Wolf. I mean, we don't trust her, but we do it anyway. We just like, oh, we shouldn't trust this chick, but we're gonna do what she says anyway. Why the hell not?
She looks pretty.
She looks pretty.
That's a good reason.
Gotta do what the pretty girl says.
Yeah, she looks pretty on the thing, and then you meet her, and you're like, oh well, she's got like Skrillex.
She's actually Skrillex. Yeah.
Stenkaempen.
Stan.
He needed his buck up.
Yeah. It's always the excuse.
Yeah.
No, I need stacks, crit stacks.
Not even bug up this time.
Yeah. So now we're trying to get back to the Flying City, and we need to go to a particular area to do that.
Got a 91.
We're also looking for a particular type of shield here. As you heard, Sten just said he got a 91. Really, he's talking about then a special kind of steel that only starts spawning at level 15. And this area is level 15. It's an amplified shield, which basically increases the damage of your gun, but at the cost of some shield capacity. And because Sten's shield is going to be recharging really, really fast, as he said, stacking the bug up. That's the cost. Shield cost doesn't really matter, and every single pellet of our shotgun, which is 15, will be amplified by that damage. So it'll have our base damage plus 91 times 15, which is a huge amount of damage.
Yeah, so we have to kill a mini-boss here. Vemi is going to travel us out of the area and back in, so we are kind of all at the boss. This is more because we need to give Vemi a stack of buck up to be able to keep him alive just slightly longer. Because he's the one who's kind of running past all the enemies, and if he goes down, if Vemi's the one to die, then we're going to lose a lot of time. So to play it safe, we make sure that that he can stay alive as much as possible.
And I like jumping off here and go, whee!
So yeah, not too much to say about this boss. Again, if there's any donations, feel free to read them out.
Imanar donates $5 and says, "Hey, great move, guys. Keep it up. Proud of you." And he also wants me to insert a call.
Cool.
Alright, so in this area, in order to have people catch up with me, we'll be using car warping. Essentially, I will be spawning a car by the end of the area, which is the city we have to defend for, where we have to defend this beacon we just picked up. I'll be spawning a car there, and the other guys will be teleporting to this car in order to get here a little bit faster.
Yeah, and Sten will be going off to kill kind of other enemies for two reasons. One, to get us more experience, which is always useful. And he also needs to stack his Anarchy skill, which is going to give him a lot more damage. Percentage damage, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it
like
is.
yeah, it is.
1.75.
Cool.
We've got a launcher in the thing if you guys have money.
Nice. How much is it?
It's cheap, I think.
Okay.
1.8.
Okay, I could probably afford that with some duping. So this area, sadly, is one of kind of two auto-scrollery levels here. However, it is possible if we go too fast that we actually break it and lose about 2 minutes. 2 minutes of just literally not doing anything. So we're going to play it super safe, and I'm going to make sure to go kind of slow. We're all right for the moment to kind of just keep killing the enemies as fast as we can. It is possible that we get it's very kind of difficult to get on 2-player, but it is possible that we get what we call kind of the good break, where the game will kind of advance when it's supposed to and no enemies will spawn. It means we get a bit less experience, but it also means we're not going to lose any time. As I say, that's kind of very hard to get in
co-op.
in co-op, yeah. Even with like really good weapons, we don't have the best weapon at the moment. So.
And what I'm doing in this area,
right,
basically, like this area has a shitload of various chests heading around. I think it's about 7 or 8 chests just looking around, like just sitting around one of the areas. So I'm just going to sprint around and loot them all and sort of ignore all the enemies.
Did we? Are we spawn locked or did we break it?
You should.
No, we have some spawns.
We have.
I get spawns.
We have some surveyors. We have.
Yeah.
We have one loader.
Sounds funky.
Did we break it?
No.
Did we get the
They're
good break?
spawning.
They are spawning, just slowly. We are spawn locked. All right, that's fine. This is actually a good thing for us because it basically means that we can't go fast, and that's actually a good thing. That means by not going fast, we actually go fast. So
Yeah.
this is working out in our favor actually.
It's a very finicky little fight.
Fitty.
Oh.
Hi.
There's a rocket launcher here.
Oh sure.
I don't know if it's good or not, but
I imagine this one is better. Which one is it? The bandit, is it?
yeah.
I have like no money at all.
It's
so.
a bandit corrosive that I dropped. But yeah, you can check if there's better in the vending machine. I didn't check actually.
Also, this game is full of references to various memes, and if you know the good old double rainbow, that's got a nice little reference to it right about here. Oh, we got.
No.
So there's 2 dialogues that we can get here. There's this one that we're getting and one from Jack, and Jack is the much better dialogue of the 2. So unfortunately, we got the bad dialogue here.
We like to joke around that we'll reset the run if we got this.
And if you want to watch the double rainbow, it's actually on my screen. Just because Fitty can do all the stuff without me.
I think we might have broken Overlook, unfortunately.
Oh, and, sure.
Unless we're spawn locked, but I don't think we are. So
That's okay.
I mean, I can use this time to get the to get some money. I
I
guess.
actually think we broke it.
Yeah.
Oh, rip.
That's why I was trying to not kill him. Oh,
no,
no.
no, he didn't.
No,
he
no,
didn't.
that was
Oh,
nice.
That's
okay.
fine. I think it was not some weird spawn locking.
Unless it was, we did get a break, but it was really like not a bad break. Like
No, no, no.
That's entirely possible. I wouldn't.
If it
rule
was a
anything
break,
out.
we would have lost at
sometimes
least
the
1 minute.
length of the break that we can get is it can vary between run to run.
Generally,
This time it wasn't too bad, thankfully. So
yeah, generally it's between 1 and 2 minutes, sadly. So it costs
Yeah.
a lot.
but this time it was only like what 20, 30 seconds. Like, that's not too bad really.
No, not even
I'm-
20 seconds.
I'm
It
happy.
was really short.
I'm quite happy with that.
It's okay. Guys, it's a very finicky area that will.
Mhm.
Yeah. Alright, so I finished looting all the chests. I'm just running around killing things as well. Might as well get that extra experience while we're here.
Yeah, so there is another break that we can do, but I don't think our weapons are good enough to be able to go fast enough to actually get it. So we can basically just kind of kill the enemies as fast as we can because we're not actually going to be able to kill them fast enough in order to break the game again.
Hopefully not anyway.
Yeah. So because of that, because we're kind of just killing enemies, I guess if there's any more donations, that would be a good time to do them.
Yes, Chavi137 donates $5 and says, "May my money happen to make you find a quad. Good luck, guys. Great run so far."
Everyone loot all the trash cans. There's a bit of a meme in the community. These kind of dull trash cans that you can see have the potential to spawn guns very rarely, and there's a bit of a joke that there's possibility of getting a the best weapon that we can get for this run in one of these trash cans. It's never happened in any run, as far as I'm aware. Some people have come close. Some people have gotten like the kind of the right rarity of shotgun, but not kind of a blue shotgun, which it is, but not the right one. Some people have gotten just kind of green and blue weapons and things like that, but nobody's gotten the one we need. So we've got a bit of a joke in there. So we need to loot all of the trash cans to give us the highest possible chance of getting it. However small that might be.
One day, I'm sure it'll happen. And on that day, someone will be playing casually.
They're launching the fast travel station now.
Okay.
Cool. So we're done with this area now. The dialogue that Angel's saying is basically saying that we're done with this area now. And
There's a few more spawns, and then we're done.
oh, is it? Ah.
Yeah, but we
Well,
don't
that
have
is
to kill them.
unnecessary, actually, but
We actually don't have to kill them.
Oh, well.
When she says that,
Yeah.
basically the travel session arrives.
Well, I didn't buy the launcher, by the way, Vemi.
oh,
Completely forgot to say.
I will buy that.
Uh,
I got the money.
Cool.
Done?
That's money.
Okay, I'm traveling.
Sanctuary is now available for travel. Go!
All right.
Well. So to say that's one of kind of two auto-scroller bits later on. The other auto-scroller, well, it's kind of not an auto-scroller, as we do need to kill enemies as fast as we can,
Yeah,
but
I just
they
like
spawn at a certain rate, and
You can go.
it's a lot more. I don't want to say interesting, but it's a lot more necessary, as that's when I'm going to be getting the majority of my boosted levels, which we will show fairly soon, I think, in the next.
Yeah,
what will
next
they be, 10
couple of,
minutes?
like the area after this one is when we'll set it up,
Sure.
show it off. It's to do with being immortal, as you might remember. It's also an area where me and Incalex, the server player, we work really hard to ensure that Philly gets all the experience he needs. It's probably the hardest area for us, really, to be entirely honest. Can't say that without cracking a smile. Alright, so in this area, the story is that we have to go and rescue Mordecai's bird. For whatever reason, he... oh, that was...
You okay?
We got a... Okay, I couldn't hear Roland there, so that was a bit funky.
Ah.
Anyway, in this area, for some reason, Mordecai keeps all his software on his bird, because why wouldn't you keep software on a bird? So
Why not?
Yeah. So we have to run through this entire area and hopefully save the bird by the end.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing bad has happened to her.
I believe it is possible to skip this entire area actually, but we're not actually able to because there's one trigger that we need to hit that's kind of inaccessible without going round the area. Maybe something to look at for us community people in a co-op run or something like that. But you okay there, Incalex?
Yeah, just need to kill the last one and
Okay.
we'll be fine.
Cool.
There.
Oh,
I'm going to assume you can kill at least one of those.
We got a respawn with enemies to give us a ton of experience. Got
Oh,
Pimon
no,
and
we've got
Tumba.
Pimon. So we've got Pimon and Tumba. They are, as I say, kind of mini-boss enemies, kind of a reference to the Lion King.
Yeah, Pimon and Tumba. What are they actually called? Timon and Pumbaa?
Yeah, it's the other way. Yeah, the first letters of each name are swapped in the game.
And I couldn't kill them, so got a little present for you guys.
Yeah, that's probably me.
A little present. What did you get?
Well, I got the Momentum back.
Oh right, was that the present? I thought you got one of their drops.
No, I couldn't kill them.
No.
Just
Oh,
on scrub.
right. Okay. Well, Sten can deal
Oh,
with
you
that.
can go, by the way. You probably realized.
Oh, yeah, I already jumped.
Yeah.
I saw your screen.
I was talking. I didn't realize.
But I'm not helping for Momentum. I don't know what
No.
Yep.
Who would die too
I mean,
fast? No, really?
yeah, I may as well just come and help with the main fight.
There's another one. It's like a small auto scroller area. We have to wait for waves of enemies to spawn before this big fat door here opens and we can actually move on.
Yeah, it doesn't take nearly as long as the one that we did just then. It's only maybe like a minute long or something.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but it's one of those areas where it's not the most interesting part. We have a few. Sad we have like the game likes to give us sort of waves to fight. It's a bit annoying in a speedrun, but hey, what can you do?
My damage is really low. Although I get a chance to stack now, so that's alright.
Yeah.
There's the badass. That badass signifies kind of the last wave before the door opens, and there is one more enemy that we can kill here.
That's a super badass.
Yes.
Ooh.
Because regular badass just wasn't enough.
I gotta make a super badass. I can actually remember, like, this game has 3 different modes. There's normal mode, True Vault Hunter mode, and Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. In True Vault Hunter mode, most badasses are replaced by super badasses. And in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, I think they're replaced by... Is it Ultimate Badass? I can't actually remember.
Yeah, ultimate badass is right.
Yeah.
Also, I need grenade spawns.
Okay, everyone's working it.
So in this game, when you're below a certain amount of ammunition for a certain type of gun,
I
the
think
game
it's
will...
half.
Yeah, no, it's not quite half. It's
Is it not?
it's a bit funky.
Okay.
But then the game will try to give you this kind of admission. So since Sten needs to do a specific skip here coming up, and he needs grenades to do so. So we all sort of throw grenades in order to
Get out of here.
increase the likelihood of grenade spawning.
In these 2 chests.
Yeah, patches. And there's another very real wall right there. You sort of, and there's another one right here, just sort of running through. And the game likes invisible walls, so I can't actually get into the arena. So I'll let Sten do that while I just run out to the exit afterwards.
Yeah, hopefully I won't fail.
Yeah, and I'm just
Go.
waiting. Oh, yeah, I'm just waiting to spawn. Bloodwing, start this cutscene here. When Sten is in position. Remember I talked about Bloodwing and hopefully nothing bad happened to her? Yeah, Jack had fun with her and now she's very big and very purple. And she's called Slag Bloodwing.
Yeah, slag is... It's not technically an element, but it's like... I think it's kind of... There's like iridium in this game, as you've noticed we've picked up, and slag is made from iridium. There's kind of a few elements in this game, of which we don't actually take much advantage of in this game, in this speedrun. It's not really super necessary. I suppose, yeah.
But yeah, in this speedrun we don't really care much about the elements. They become a sort of a core gameplay element later if you played casually and you go to the later stages of the game, like late Ultimate Vault Hunter mode.
Can't crit the guy.
I got it.
Okay,
So-
so I don't need to do it.
That's at least nice.
Yeah, there's a fairly precise grenade jump there can be very tricky, and so we generally have Incalex run up, and so he can do a backup strat if need be.
And I just do gauge things and shoot the ground and crit the boss and
Yeah.
instantly kill her.
Are you doing the jumping manipulation?
Yes.
Can we explain that?
Yeah, sure. So whenever an enemy spawns in this game, if you're jumping while they sort of get stuck in their spawning animation, this mostly works for flying enemies. As you can see, Bloodwing probably hanging hard to see because of how fast he died. But Bloodwing, while you're jumping in the arena, she will just stay still and you shoot her in the face.
I'm going to be in a menu.
Oh, that's good.
I got to pick up my weapons. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. We'll be using this later as well, but it's a neat little trick that if you keep jumping, it can be hard to maintain because you actually have to jump immediately as you hit the ground. If you stand still for just a moment, they will fly away.
No, it's mine. Go away. No, it's mine.
Also, we managed to save Bloodwing.
We did it.
We didn't get to see her die. Oh wait, no, we didn't.
No, we did see a die. We did see a die
Ah,
this time
damn.
because I was slow.
God damn, Philip,
Yeah.
you killed Bloodwing. How dare you?
Oh well. It's alright.
Alright, so in this next area, we'll be showing you how exactly we're going to get Philly to a higher level than the rest of us.
Level 25 plus specifically.
Philly,
I'm going to
when we arrive, you need to remove your class mod because it's healing me.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you have the nurse class mod.
I'm being attacked by a fly.
Yeah,
me
I
too.
was early. I think it entered it came out to you.
Well, so there's going to be another death warp here. Vemi's going to hit all the triggers, and we're going to have to fight, do another fight where we find the fourth and final playable character from Borderlands 1 that's introduced as an NPC into this game. The Slab King, also known as Brick.
Who likes to punch things? And you guys can jump.
He likes punching things.
Go. And this is yet another wave fight, because like I said, the game really likes wave fights for no apparent reason. So we just gotta sort of... Sten is the main guy who does things here, because he can just sit and shoot the roof, everything will sort of die.
Yeah,
And he also just got level up bonus, so...
Oh, that's even better.
That's one thing we didn't touch on. So whenever you level up in this game, you get something called level up bonus. And level up bonus basically gives you plus 100% damage for, I think, 30 seconds.
Yes, 30 seconds.
So you may have noticed very early on into the run when we were killing Boom Boom for experience. Every now and then our damage would just like kind of spike seemingly for no reason. And that reason was because we got a level up, so it gave us double damage for the fight.
We got a level 20 rocket launcher.
I got rocket launchers behind here for you guys. Duped and ready to use.
Here, level 20.
Yeah, sure. I guess I can use that. That's cool. I'll probably forget, to be honest, but it's alright. I just need to drop some things. I really want to keep them if I can. So this is going to be one of those times where we got to wait for dialogue, but at the same time we have a lot of glitch. We have a particular glitch to set up, which is very important for the runners. This is what's going to get me the majority of my experience.
Oh.
So this is the last wave right here. Just got to kill these Goliaths and a few kind of midget psychos.
I think I managed to get a better launcher, just realized. I didn't realize it was better. What? Yeah,
Damn it. My damage is really low and I'm not okay with this. Anyway. Oh, nobody checked the chest.
Oh, that's my bad.
I'm not going to get there in time. It'll spawn me back at the back at the bomb. That's alright. Oh, the big reveal.
It was a brick all along.
The big reveal.
So what you want?
We don't appreciate sarcasm, so we're gonna kill the sarcastic slab immediately as he spawns.
We have to do that to skip some dialogue. It's actually a little bit faster. Okay, so we're going to set up something called Res Glitch. So Maya has a skill called Res, which I am yet to spec into. So give me a second. There we go. So what I'm going to do is Res basically gives me the ability to use my action skill to instantly revive someone, such as that. If I use my action skill while reviving, while manually reviving another player, like I was with Vemi, it puts Vemi into a constant state of revive, as you can see, similar to exactly the same to what we did to me kind of earlier on in the run. We just used a different setup. The advantage to doing this is that, as you can notice on my screen, I'm getting 100 experience every time either Vemi or Incalex downs themselves. And this is basically how we're going to power level us. So the 100 experience is kind of normal. You get 100 experience for manually reviving someone in the game. Just kind of as a small other incentive to keep your teammates alive, I suppose. And we're going to use that to boost me to as high a level as possible. Basically, we need level 25 at a minimum, which isn't actually that difficult to get. We're going to be using the kind of the second auto-scroller that I mentioned, the second bit of auto-scroller of the game, to be able to boost it as much as possible. As it is an auto-scroller, we have a lot of time to kind of just mess around with the...
5 barrel on the bridge.
I just want to shout out GameSwag for pointing out just how important this quest is. His face makes shooting. He wants to be shot in the face, so I'm going to shoot him in the face. He's very happy about that.
Yeah, fire barrel on the bridge.
Oh. As we mentioned earlier, these fire barrels, they kill us very fast.
On the bridge?
Yeah, you ran right past it. It's alright, don't worry.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Basically, these fire barrels kill us really quick, so we kind of want to stand in those to die often. Did I give you one of these launchers?
Philly, heal.
Oh, God. I threw a grenade out.
Incalex, did I give you one of these electricity, like the Malone launchers?
What?
Did I give you a Malone launcher?
No, you didn't.
I thought I dropped one too. Oh, alright, I will make one for you in a moment.
I still have the...
Yeah, I see. I will give it to you shortly. After I check this loot. Loot is important. This is a loot and shoot after all.
Yeah.
The game is not. Oh, game is not being happy. I'm trying to jump.
So this invisibility
I
glitch
feel
basically just makes Axon's
I'm
job
good
even
against.
harder than it already is, because not only does he have to run triggers and go fast, he also has to kind of down himself all the time and get me as much experience as possible. But thankfully, as this we do have a second person to be able to kind of do that, to kind of take a bit of the responsibility away from the Axton player to do that, so we can focus a little bit more on hitting triggers and kind of making the experience gaining kind of his secondary thing to do when he has tiny little bits of downtime.
Alright, so I'm going to drop the rock launcher for you on the way down. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
I'll grab it. Is it the green one right there?
Yeah, it's green one there. Grab it. It's a bit more fire rate.
Oh. I'm going
Yeah, this is yet another wavy fight, by the way. The game really likes waves.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
You sort of get used to it. I'm just now realizing just how many there actually are. Like,
You don't realize when you're
Yeah.
actually just sort of playing the game. It's just all muscle memory essentially. But yeah, there is a lot.
Yeah.
The next area coming up isn't, but it only takes like 2 minutes. So
Oh yeah. It's a fun little area.
it's amazing how long the game is with the waves. The fact that the one area where there isn't, we have to kill one enemy and that's it, and it takes like a minute.
Stan!
Sorry.
You gotta take his shield off.
Oh, also Philly, once we get to the next area, I want you to remove that class mod of yours.
Oh yes, thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, it's healing us. Various class mods in this game will affect your teammates, and these class mods are basically just like individual increased bonuses for your character, which also increase your skill. Don't go yet. Also increase various skills if you're lucky enough. I can go now.
Yeah, so the one I had on gave team health regen, plus 1.3, which is 1.3 health per second, essentially, which is very minor, but it can make a bit of a difference. It can make the difference between having to shoot yourself twice or 3 times or something like that.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
But yeah, every time you go down and get back up in this game, you get damage reduction. And the problem with us going down and up so much means that we actually get a fair bit of this damage reduction. So while at the beginning we will easily one-shot ourselves with these rocket launcher, after a while it'll generally take 2 shots, sometimes even 3 before we actually die. It can be a bit of a pain, but it's not too big of a deal. It's only really noticeable once we get to the later part of the game, the last auto-scroller that Philly was talking about. Also, here's the hard enemy of this game. Oh, shit. He's like the master of backtracking, I swear to God. There you go. He's a clone of Jack, because Jack really likes himself, so he made more of himself. This guy is sort of a fake clone, though. He has like a hologram to look like Jack. Not like Timmy from the pre-sequel, who's an actual clone. Oh, more actual clone-y.
Mash that dialogue. So we had to. We're basically trying to get a voice modulator of Jack in order to kind of get to Angel, who's kind of that chick who's kind of talking to us.
Yeah.
We needed to hit kind of 4 different info kiosks in order to kind of hear Jack's voice, and in order to kind of make the modulator. So we can kind of skip all of the dialogue and hit all the triggers at the same time just by mashing all 4 at the same time. There's 4 kiosks, 4 people, so that was very convenient, I guess.
Yeah, it's very convenient. We can just all grab one each and just spam them hard.
Yeah.
Skipping pretty much all the dialogue.
Get ready to travel to Overlook, Sten.
Alright, so here we have a lot of dialogue between the various characters.
This isn't a discussion.
But just by traveling out there and traveling back in, we just sort of skip all of it and we can go straight to talking to Claptrap again, because we really like talking to Claptrap, right?
This is when he comes back into the game a little bit and starts being quote unquote useful. I don't want to use the term useful too much, but
nothing.
So we decided to come here specifically. We can go to anywhere really, but we decided to come here specifically because it's the easiest location to get a gun vendor to kind of have another check of the vendor, and it also gives us decently leveled weapons as well.
Yeah, it's giving us gear that's on our current level. So the reason we have to come back to Sanctuary just to talk to Claptrap and sort of let him in on the plan that he's going to go here and go through this thing. Because there's a massive death wall you can only go through if you're Hyperion, and luckily enough, Claptrap is Hyperion mech, so he can walk right through this big wall that says Hyperion. How lucky, huh?
Someone's going around. Someone doesn't have a grenade.
Yeah, I don't.
Walk of shame.
A walk of shame.
There's a nice little chasm there you can usually jump over, but if you're not a scrub, you have a grenade and you can do it. But a certain someone didn't. Right, then.
I'm just getting experience, right?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, already at this point you can see that Philly's already about a level ahead of the rest of us, just from us killing ourselves whenever we can. Or not really killing ourselves, but more like getting ourselves downed.
Yeah,
And
entering fight for
immediately-
your life and
Yeah, enter
instantly
fight-
coming out of it again.
Yeah, exactly.
I will defend you to the death.
I'll move with you. Thank you.
So there's you saw that little wall there that's kind of meant to block your way and then it gets destroyed, but the area was actually kind of on a hill, as you can see. It's kind of going downwards, and they didn't really think about that you can just sort of kind of jump down the hill, but and then kind of get higher than the wall and just kind of jump over it. A small little oversight there that actually doesn't really matter for this that much. It doesn't save too much time, but it's just a little oversight there that we can take advantage of.
I got these spawns really. What the hell?
Oh really? Jeez.
Yeah, it's a shame I have a bad gun, so I can't really kill
Yeah.
them, but I'm trying.
This
I'm
is the
doing my best.
one problem with having kind of a bad weapon here. These annoying little.
These Turturn, they're the true
Yeah.
like final boss of the game, pretty much. Like they can't be crits, and having a shotgun is really bad. And
Oh, you got one.
and the enemies are walking through the door, because why wouldn't they?
Yeah, that seems to be kind of a common theme for both this game and its sequel, the pre-sequel. I don't know. Yeah. So
This is a sequel.
sequel, pre-sequel. There's a 5-barrel there as well, Incalex.
Just
Cool.
But yeah, like for different entities in this game, the cars, enemies, players have different collisions, so to speak. Like different walls will be actually there for some and not there for others,
This worked nice.
which we'll sort of show off as a fun little thing later on.
We just kind of need to kill enemies to get a particular badass constructor to spawn.
Yeah.
And I can't hit a thing, so it'll spawn eventually. Normally just takes a couple of enemies, but I think I got a little bit
that's it.
lucky
Yeah,
here.
that's it.
Yeah, we got it.
Gives us some extra time to shoot ourselves with rocket launchers, which we much enjoy.
So killing the constructor opens the door because pure logic.
Because that makes perfect sense, right? Once all your defenses are killed, you want to open the door.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you've bested me at this point. You can continue with the assault.
You deserve continuing. Or I guess he's actually trying to send reinforcements, but the reinforcements are 3 small dudes. Alright, so here we have Bunker, who is pretty much the biggest RNG heavy. I'm trying not to swear here.
He's annoying.
He's not quite a nice boss. He will sometimes just decide to like randomly fly around for minutes on end.
I don't know what you're talking about. I like Bunker.
Yeah.
I really wonder why though.
So this is the other reason. This is the boss that Incalex is going to one shot. I don't know if you want to explain Incalex or. If you want
I
someone else
don't
to do
really
it,
know how to explain it correctly.
That's
so
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So, do you want to do it then?
Yeah, sure. A bar is a skill that will allow your bullets to pass through enemies, and every time it passes through an enemy, the damage is doubled, or it's increased by 100%. And because Bunker has a lot of hitboxes overlapping, it means that you hit him in just the right spot. This ball will go through a lot of these hitboxes pretty much instantaneously, increasing the damage by an immense amount and one-shotting pretty much if you hit the right spot.
I mean, we're talking like millions, potentially. We don't see it, but potentially billions of damage.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many hitboxes on Bunker, kind of all of the overlapping hitboxes is what's causing the one shot, not the actual skill itself. The skill is working completely as intended.
It's also something you can abuse just when playing the game casually if you see enemies overlapping, because sometimes 2 enemies will spawn in the exact same spot. And when they do that, if you shoot them with 0 having the bore skill, you will also one-shot both of them.
And I also just did an out of bounds to get down to the next trigger to the next area to just prepare.
So you walk through
Yeah.
another very real wall.
Yeah.
I think there's actually a raid boss who can be one-shot by 0 now that I think about it. The raid boss is sort of the most difficult kinds of bosses in this game, and
Yeah.
if you play 0 right, you can actually one-shot him using bore as well, because you can have overlapping hitboxes.
My teammates will hate me for saying this, but it is the MMO aspect of this game, in the fact that there are kind of end-game bosses that you can kill that you have to gear up for and kind of kill with better gear and things like that.
That's the usual loot and shoot end game, sort of kill things, get gear to kill things better.
That's the bunker. Meet the BNK3R.
There we have Bunker. And he just flies around for a bit while he's being introduced, and he can decide, seemingly at random. We think it can be manipulated, we're not quite sure how.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it looks like he's being nice to us.
Bunker's the
Oh,
bane of my
he might still cross. Nope, he's coming in. Oh, he's being nice to us.
Was he being nice?
He's being nice. He just came
I
in
can't
immediately.
get
Oh, there he goes.
yes.
That's a difficult
There it
fight.
is. Oh, and there's the noise.
Yeah.
I can hear that. That is loud.
Yeah, for some reason in this area, and there's a few others, sometimes the audio will sort of glitch out and you'll be very, very loud for no particular reason. But yeah, that was quite lucky. Sometimes he will just fly around for minutes. And also he can get stuck on like the back end of the map, like actually stuck. We have to like travel out and travel back in to get a respawn, so he will never move from there. That can actually still happen, but it looks like, oh, he's being really nice. Oh, he's being really nice.
Damn.
Bunker.
I didn't even manage to get me. Okay, I'm just gonna
Nice
get on the
bunker.
floor. So now we're gonna go and meet Angel, the lady who betrayed us and then decided to not betray us throughout the game. We're
And
finally gonna go and meet her.
And then we're gonna kill her.
Spoilers.
Oh,
Makes
sorry.
sense.
Yeah, the story's so important. Actually, that's the entire reason why we're here. You would know if you know, sort of,
Yeah.
you could hear the story. Didn't skip all
Yeah,
the
we
dialogue.
skip a lot of the dialogue that the game just like, they just sort of, hey, have like 3 minutes of dialogue to understand what's happening. It just sort of expects you to listen to that and like not get bored. Thankfully, we can skip most of it.
And
like
this is
90%
the
of it.
this is the big auto scroll section.
Yeah.
And once again, waves and waves of enemies.
Yeah, so this is one of the most boring areas of the game, but it's also one of the most necessary, in the sense that it gives me dancing zero. It's it gives us the chance. That's a turret. It gives us a chance to basically get me to 25. We won't actually reach 25, I don't think. It's about
No,
maybe 24 and a half
24, yeah,
is what we
something
get
like
to, but that's fine. It gives us the large majority of the experience that we need.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, this is definitely the hardest area for me and Incalex over here.
Oh, yes.
Because we will be responsible for getting Philly to the desired level, which is very hard work, as you will see soon once we get in there. No laughing. It's the most difficult part of the run, I swear.
I'm laughing at how difficult it is.
Yeah,
like,
yes,
why would they
yes.
make something so difficult in the route? What are they thinking?
Who wrote this game? Goddamn.
Like, how can
Oh.
how can you be so skillful?
I think let's be careful because you can actually kill the things through the ground with your launcher. So
Yeah, I
stop
know.
shooting yourself.
Yeah, especially with a melee one as well because
Yeah.
of the splash damage.
Exactly. So either walk far away or
Yeah. Far away, don't do it at all.
Mhm.
I have like 4 skill points to spend. Maybe I should spend them.
I'm not sure that's actually.
Yeah.
You don't see damage on it? Oh, it's fine. Hopefully it's fine.
So even though Gage's damage is still completely relevant, it's still really good. This is where we start kind of the transition from Gage being the damage dealer to kind of myself being the damage dealer. But as I say, we all kind of have a crap load of damage. But,
Except for Incalex. Incalex does good damage.
except for Incalex. Incalex is here
The
to,
only thing he really kills is Bunker. Outside that, he doesn't really do much. Alright,
Sadly.
so now begins the hard work with me, and we just we sit here and we go down a lot
Yeah.
because these shock field generators still sit here and they'll do a lot of damage to us. So we just we sit still here and we work really hard.
There's a loader behind you guys if you want mind killing.
Occasionally we'll have to kill a loader, but mostly we just sit here and we lean back and we enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a loader, god damn it. I don't want to work here. This is like the only time I get to sit back and relax.
Yeah, so these shock generators spawn that just kind of cause continuous damage, as well as these lasers as well, which spawn and just, it really boosts the experience. Like I was getting kind of 100s, I'm now getting constant 200s instead of the 100s.
But like I said, this is a big fat auto scroller. So if
Yeah.
you have any donations or anything else you want us to talk about over there,
Any kind of
feel free to
shout
take
outs
it away.
or whatever. Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Sure. I want to remind everybody that we're at ESA here raising money for Save the Children. And also thank you to Mercedes for providing equipment transport for us all week.
And suddenly Roland is in here because apparently he managed to crawl up the side of the tower for whatever reason and just sort of skip the entire bunker and everything that we just worked so hard to get through. But
Yeah, you know that huge boss that we just like had to take down? Yeah, he was just like not there for any of it.
yeah, he just sort of, I'm just going to crawl up the side of it. You guys can do that because you are not an NPC. And also we had to get Suits to help us, which are basically like small helicopters. And we also can't use those for flying up here because,
No,
that'd be cheating.
Can't do that. Yeah, we got to walk. Well, there's not enough space for us.
Yeah, they're too small.
I don't have rescue at the moment.
Man, so many loaders over here, this is annoying. So where these loaders spawn is sort of RNG. So hope you're enjoying the sound of me, people dying over. Oh.
That's the best moment of the game. Obviously.
Do this bit of a raid party we're going over here. Hey, Roland joined us.
Wow, I do know.
Hey, Roland. How you feeling? Roland also working hard. He's enjoying the rave. Also, Roland doesn't know the difference between badass loaders and wall loaders.
We did get a badass this time.
We did actually get. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, my bad, my bad.
We tend to get a badass in 4-player just because 4-player has a higher chance of badasses to spawn, I guess.
Okay.
But he
So
screams
this time-
badass loader, and a lot of the time we don't actually get a badass loader.
Because Roland is not exactly what we call smart. I think
No.
I think Claptrap is sadly the only NPC who knows the difference between wall loaders and badass loaders.
Yeah. Alright, I'm 23. So if we can get me like 1.5 more levels, then we'll be good.
We're hard at work over here.
Good job, guys. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. I know it's hard. I know it's tiring.
Come on, I'm just working so hard here with my hands in the air.
It's late in the day, but
Yeah,
you guys can do it. I believe
we got
in you.
this. We can do it. I have faith. Also, the enemies
Oh, wait,
outside
I'm
the
loading.
range.
There we go.
Oh, that's it.
Is there a loader near you guys?
Yeah, there's a gun small loader on top of us. My bad.
It's alright. So this is why it's not really a true auto-scroller, because the faster we kill the enemies, the faster it advances. So it's not a true auto-scroller in that sense, but like...
There's a hard limit on how fast you can go in this area.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of talking and a lot of, like, Roland as...
Yeah,
where is he? Where did you go? Oh, he's up there. Oh, no, he's down again. But, like, depending on where Roland stands, it can take longer to actually continue, because he has to crawl up certain places, and he just...
Yeah,
He just really likes us over here, apparently. Hey, Roland.
It is possible to manipulate Roland's position, because he does kind of follow you around.
But in this case, it seems he's stuck to Incalex, so we can't actually manipulate him to go anywhere special, because we have to stay here.
Yeah.
This is the best place for us to...
Always follows the host, I believe. Is that right?
Potentially, I can't quite remember.
I don't know,
never
but
really
it doesn't matter enough for us to know.
I don't really pay attention to Roland. This sort of... I am dying. Holy crap.
24, yeah.
I am dying. I just stopped. Oh, man.
I was getting 300 XP drops, which basically means that 2 people are killing themselves 3 times in one kind of... I don't know what you call it.
I don't know why I'm dying so fast. My god. This is
Yes,
beautiful.
sometimes that glitch.
Yeah, sometimes you just die faster than usual, and it's happening to me right now. I'm dying like twice the speed. This is great. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I'm being pushed.
No, I stopped. I'm doing pretty good, Lilith. How are you doing over there? Oh, so this is where Jack pretends to actually give a shit about Angel. So he'll be talking, he'll be comparing on the current gray screens here and talking about, oh, don't kill my baby girl, and yada yada yada.
So I think that's last.
Yes, now we're about to do the last thing. How are you in experience?
24, almost 25. I'm like only 2 bars away.
Nice.
I'm killing your generator. I don't care.
Oh, that's rude.
It's in the way.
Yeah, this is so rude.
Oh yeah, it's the same for the other one. There's only one left. Oh, I got him.
So sometimes, there we go. Angel can kind of be doing the giving us ammo kind of animation, which can kind of slow it down a little bit. Damn it!
Oh, you guys almost. Alright, so in the NPCs in various situations will always spawn the same place, and if you're standing in that place, the game will sort of decide, okay, we're just not going to spawn them in. At least, like any NPCs are always spawned somewhere in the map, and they're just actually teleporting them to the area. So if that area is already that space is already taken, they just don't teleport them.
Bemi, you're shaking like hardcore on my screen. Like, jeez, that was intense.
I'm just a bit nervous, you know. And here is another instance of getting various action skills and stuff. In the
So it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Roland is fine.
Yeah.
Just sort of inside Death Trap there. That's okay. It's a safe space to be. Nothing can hurt Roland right now. Roland's gonna be just fine.
He's fine. He's alright. He's the new plan. Oh no!
Yeah, shit.
Okay.
God damn it, Death Trap.
Well, we believed in you, Death Trap.
You failed us. That's what we get for putting our trust in a robot made by a teenage girl.
Don't trust them.
Didn't even win the science fair. Like,
No, you got like 3rd place or something. What?
yeah.
Come on, you can do better than that. Like, have you seen my turret? So much better.
That was the second big plot twist of the storyline right there.
Yeah, we killed Angel and then he took Lilith hostage because he needs a siren, which is what Angel and Lilith are. They have like special powers. Maya has one as well. He needs these sirens to sort of charge the vault, to open the vault key to control Pandora, basically. Alright, so here in a moment we'll be
One big power struggle.
Yeah, one power struggle. Here in a moment we'll be picking up the quest that the entire reason for us actually getting affiliate to level 25 specifically. Give me a second.
No, that's the wrong button. Okay.
Yeah, picked up the chosen one to go find Kai because Marcus apparently gave him $10 when he only meant to give him $1. So we have to go and get the remaining $9. Very important.
Marcus really needs that $9.
Yeah, he does. He's a poor guy.
Yeah.
From a poor family.
Nothing
Oh,
apparently.
we got. Oh, really? Oh no, there it is. It's there.
It just takes a while to spawn.
Yeah, it's there.
Off host can be sort of funky when things sometimes just decide not to spawn when they're supposed to.
What?
Also, cars in this game are well made.
Yes.
They're also very nice to control. Great. If you ever play Borderlands 2, you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying
Oh
that the
my
cars have
God.
great controls. Just so good.
You're just going forward and your car's all over the show. Like
Yep. Oh man.
the
Almost
old
beating
bull
me
in a
there.
china shop.
Almost faster than me there, Incalex.
Yep, almost.
Well, to be fair, you do handle falling better than I do.
So I am level 25. This is actually a bit earlier than usual. Not that it matters, but they did a good job of dying. They did a very good job.
We died a lot.
Oh my
Yay. Oh, what? Okay.
Small dialogue skip here, so I can take all of the side missions to trigger the dialogue, which will skip the skip Mordecai and Brick dialogue, which means we can travel just that little bit sooner. Doesn't save too much time, but it is free. So.
It's time save, so it's nice to have. This is another area that makes perfect sense because apparently we need special kinds of explosive to blow up that bridge that was just raised in front of us.
No, and any old explosion won't do it. We need
No. We need these kinds of explosions, which will look remarkably similar to like any kind of explosion, but I'm sure they're special in some way.
to the untrained eye, they just look the same. But Brick knows. Brick's the explosives. He's the demolitionist. He's
I thought it was Tarantino. I've been misled.
I mean, Brick when Borderlands 1 was explosive based in some way.
Okay, I have played that game way too little.
He's playing ball.
I'm busy playing this game. Yeah, so here's
Did we get 3 spawns over there?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
$9. Got it. Yay, hard quest.
Cool.
This is one of the weirdest triggers in the game. I have to like come from this side now, it's triggered from here. And I swear to God, this trigger moves.
Wouldn't surprise me. Alright, I
There
can
we go.
stack a little bit here, hopefully. Don't mess it up, which I have been doing. My call run. Come on. I think it's the lower latency. It makes it slightly less consistent, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
it does. Like higher latency allows you to do it faster because generally, like basically what you want to do is you drop the gun, swap away from it, and swap back to it. In the time, like you want to do that before the host computer, the host realizes that you've actually swapped, that you actually dropped the gun. So lower latency gives you a lower time slot to do that.
Oh, that's a
too,
pretty.
so.
That's another pretty.
That's
Yeah.
really pretty.
Those are some pretties that you gave me.
Yeah.
Ah, you're pretty.
Hey.
Also, this is a nice small elevator. I'm not entirely sure that they considered 4 players when they made this elevator. As you might notice, this is a somewhat tiny elevator.
It's a bit cozy.
It is. Cut snug.
It's
We enjoy it. It's one of the.
And that's a mini boss.
oh, mini boss there.
We're all
We
in
didn't get his drop. He's coming with us though.
Yes,
coming with us. All right, we can jump.
We can jump. We can just have
So,
a bit of pop party in
this
here.
is one of the effects of the tiny elevator. We can
Yeah,
just sort of
jump around.
kind of clip into each
It's-
other
it's
and
a
then
battle
get
it's a power struggle. Get on
booted out
top.
again.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh, that was actually fast. I got boosted up there. So here another sort of way we think we have to wait. We have to kill some enemies and then certain we have the buzzards will spawn and we can kill them and because for some reason we need to kill them before I don't know,
Yeah.
reasons.
So it's these buzzers that we need to kill. They
Oh.
spawn pretty quickly, to be
Oh
honest.
no, I missed one. Damn it. This is one of the days we wanted to jump to sort of keep them in position.
Yeah, so once again, because they're flying enemies, we can kind of consistently jump.
Oh, that's fast anyway.
Oh yeah, that was alright. That was cool.
Oh, good. Angry midget.
Cool. So here are the charges. They're just boxes.
Yeah. Then we place the beacons on them and we jump off the east end of the bus's nest.
Yes.
Blah, 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 whatever it's called. Can't remember. Now just let me know when I can travel.
Oh, boys, watch your head. Slab's coming in. Well
Go.
done.
Right.
We wanted to play safe there. We wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
safe.
Because traveling too early does mean that we have to run all the way back. And even though I'm fast, I still have to sit through that entire elevator ride.
Yeah.
Which is kind of slow. Elevators in this game are generally pretty slow. Right, so coming up we have an area where we also sort of take advantage of having 4 characters. So we each have an individual task, so we accomplish in order to do this area as fast as
Yeah.
possible.
So there's just some triggers. We don't need to kill any enemies. It's all just kind of hitting various kind of buttons and things like that. So.
I am not at full speed. What the? Well, for some reason, the game sort of over time realizes that I'm not actually aiming down sight of 30 different guns, so it'll sort of slow me down. We're not entirely sure how that works, but I have to like sort of maintain my speed, which I haven't been doing, so I'm not quite at my full potential as Sonic.
Get out.
As I have to bust a pipe in order to progress to the next area for reasons.
So in the story, we're trying to find the location of the vault, basically, which is the which is where Jack is going.
Yeah, and Hyperion, which is the company Jack's the person for some reason stores all the information in the info stockade, as it's called. So we are going there to steal that information.
I mean, when you need to stock info, I think the info stockade is the best place to go.
You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And here we have the car crashing the pipe. Yeah, and you push. Oh,
That's all right. That was fine.
You did not push me off. That's good. You can actually,
Cool.
if you do it right, you can actually fit that car into this tiny little pipe.
You can. It's slow to do it here because, of course,
Yeah.
Axton can run faster than a car can travel, so
Yeah.
it's slow to do it in co-op, but in solo at least, it's a really cool thing to do. I don't really know. It's very precise. Doesn't save that much time, to be honest.
No.
But
No.
That's coming up. We have another really massive dick of a boss called Saturn. He's a massive loader. Not entirely sure why he didn't send him in earlier, but hey, here we have him. And he can really troll me hard by sort of knocking me off this bridge and off into the next wait for this elevator. But with a bit of luck, I can just look down. Right, nope. Okay.
yeah, and the reason why we can't just kill him without massive crit damage is because he can't actually be critical hit, because apparently that's really good boss design.
Yes, it is. We don't like crits. Not like crits.
On a game that revolves around crits, they decided to just throw in a boss that you can't crit, and I'm like, okay, cool.
And another thing, like one of the reasons why I failed that jump right there is because when you shot in this game, you're put ever so slightly into the air, which means that you can't actually jump and you can't open your menus. So if you're shot just as you're going off a ledge, you fall off that ledge, which is what happened to there. Saturn was shooting me while I tried to jump, and just sort of didn't allow me to. But basically, I run up here and I press this trigger and I get this.
Oh, I
Oh,
can't
Sten?
see Sten.
Then you better get up. And there we go. Alright, so coming up, do you want to explain smashing, Philly?
I can do, yeah. I'll do it when I turn in the quest. So we're going to go and turn in the quest where we got Kai's $9, and we did this quest for a particular for the quest reward, which is a gun called the Evil Smasher. This is the glitch that I'm about to show off is probably the most well-known glitch of Borderlands. A lot of people who played this game kind of on release and a couple of months after that will probably be aware of what the Evil Smasher glitch is. But for those who don't, so I have this weapon called Evil. Actually, get out of my menu. I'm sorry. This gun called Evil Smasher. It's a unique weapon, and its special property is that every time you reload, you have a chance to your reload will kind of have an explosive animation in front of the barrel. And what this does is it increases the stats of the gun for that one clip. So it increases the damage, it increases the fire rate, the accuracy, and all that. It increases everything about the gun, basically.
Makes your gun good.
Yes, it makes your gun a little bit better. And then the intended thing is that you use the gun, you use the Evil Smasher, and if you reload again and you get the smash again, then you can kind of persistently have that that kind of effect kind of ongoing it is kind of RNG for the most part. But what we can do is we are able to stack the effect multiple times, simply just by consistently reloading, switching away from the weapon, and switching back to the Evil Smasher, which I'll show off in a
It's the
second.
same glitch as the infinite ammo glitch. It's actually the exact same thing. Well, it's used with different weapons, but it's the same glitch.
Yeah. So I had to get rid of my infinite ammo there just so I could get rid of the actually get rid of the ammo in the clip as mentioned. I do need to be able to reload the gun, so I need to get rid of my infinite ammo, unload the clip, and then get the infinite ammo back, because I will, of course, need it, because I will go through ammo pretty damn quickly if I don't. So, as you can see, I'm just constantly reloading, switching away from the Evil Smasher and switching back forth. The explosion that you can see, what we're basically looking for is the intensity of the actual explosion itself. There is a little bit of lag, as you can see. Sometimes when I reload, the explosions are a tiny bit delayed. That's just off-host latency, and it's nothing to kind of really worry about. But there are kind of two tells as to how good the smash is. So the first one is how much lag is on the screen, and the second one is, which I'll show off now, is the ammo size of the gun. So currently I have 70 ammo in this Gwen's head, which isn't actually that good, to be honest. But I'm just going to keep doing this until we get until I get a decent enough smash. Which car can I travel to?
There's only one.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, we've just got a bit of kind of a more kind of
more waves.
More wave of enemies. More waves. We love our waves. So
we do.
if there are any kind of donations, feel free to read them out while I just stack the smasher.
And we have a $4.99 donation from Theoretical Dan saying Castrell says hi. And then we have another $1 donation from Asterius2. Thank you very much, guys, for the donations.
The bigger the explosion, the higher we're getting. It's kind of the same explosion multiple times at the moment, which means I'm not actually increasing my my smash at all. That's not going to work. Basically, what I'm going to try and do here, just to kind of minimize lag, I'm going to kind of put my barrel inside like something, and the explosion will hopefully, didn't really work here, but the explosion will be kind of almost eaten away by the box here. It's not really working, but it doesn't really matter. But we're not after a very good smash, but I try and go for as high as possible just for comedic value, really, because it's a very fun glitch, especially if you can find the right weapon. Unfortunately, we didn't find any kind of really good weapons to be able to use it with. This hole could be quite good, but
we didn't find any fun guns.
We didn't. So this Hulk, which I'll show off. So as you can see, the fire rate on it is 0.8, which means you can fire 0.8 times a second, or I could just fire a few times. I can show it off with a launcher as well. So once again, launchers aren't really meant to be able to fire this fast. And I also did like 500,000 damage right there.
Hi there.
That's respect. Oh, and yep, that's Incalex flying.
Oh,
yeah.
That's sort of a showcase, as I mentioned earlier, that the different entities in the game have different hitboxes. So what Incalex did is, well, he actually went under the map. As you followed his screen on the stream, you might have been able to see. He went under the map and he drove to a certain position on the map. For some reason, cars there, if they go there, they're sent flying upwards. As you saw there, Incalex going flying high up in the
Philly,
sky.
can you kill the badass?
Oh yeah, Philly, shoot the badass.
oh, I should do things. Yeah, there we go. I got it.
If you like smashing too much, you can't stop.
Hey man.
Can't stop, won't stop. So here we have. You're actually supposed to get a car in here. Like this is supposed to sort of block any cars getting in here for reasons. But because we like to go fast, we get a car in here anyway.
Stand, don't move. Stay in front.
Gonna give a little bit of boost there.
So the explosions are getting bigger. The lag is getting more prominent now. We can kind of tell with the FPS drops of the weapon swap animation that we're getting a bit higher. We're getting a bit higher stacks here. We're doing all right. It's still not brilliant, but I mean it'll kill the final boss. So.
Oh, that's the important bit.
Yeah. And down he goes.
Yeah, that's another situation where for some reason cars doesn't register that hitbox. It goes straight through it. They don't care.
Again, a feature that's in kind of all three Borderlands games, actually. 1, 2, and pre-sequel. Oh, well, might not be in pre-sequel, I'm not sure. But definitely in Borderlands 1, there are some areas where there are hitboxes for people, not cars. So
yeah, this is meant to be like a massive area with a lot of fights and more waves, actually, believe it or not. But since I'm a bit fast, I'm just going to slightly sprint past all the enemies. And there's a big fat wall here, but I can just sort of go around it. Because walls are boring. And if I can't go through them, I'm gonna go around them. And there we go. Don't crash the game now, Philly.
I'll try. I'll try. That's a pretty good smash. That's all right.
That's okay.
That's cool. Cool.
So we're into the Vault of the Warrior.
Yep.
Not actually the Vault, but it's just called the Vault of the Warrior.
Yeah.
I actually thought this was the Vault until earlier this when Philly told me that it's not actually the Vault.
No, it's not. There's
My world just came crumbling down.
yeah. The final boss he jumps out of the lava and kind of like grabs his hands on this kind of rock thing, and that's what the vault is. That's kind of the portal to the vault.
Some very hard boss fights are coming up, by the way. Let me know when you're in position for that.
Oh yes. Go.
Right. I'm gonna trigger this. I know there's a lot of cutscenes here. We like cutscenes apparently.
So now we finally get to confront Jack. We've had plenty of opportunities to do it, but for some reason we've only decided to actually fight him now.
Yeah. He's such a handsome guy. We can't shoot him.
I know.
Though the mask may be slightly off-putting. He's also handsome, but I swear.
No, he's not got a huge scar on his face.
No.
So there's Jack.
Let's see if we can find.
Goodbye, Jack.
Yeah, Jack. We got Jack. That was a difficult fight there. And now we have the big bad, like the warrior coming up, who's supposedly super powerful and can whoever controls the warrior controls the entirety of Pandora. But sadly, Jack was the one to get the warrior, so now we have to beat the warrior because we just like to shoot things, basically. So yeah, he's coming up right here.
That thing there, that rock, that's the bottom to the bottom.
Yeah, there we go. That's the warrior.
There he is.
Big and scary.
He's big and huge. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. There we go. He's
big and scary.
The big scary warrior.
Oh, can we fight him? Can we beat him? What shall we do against such power?
What should we do? I don't know. I think left clicking is probably
got
idea.
him. Got him.
Yep.
Good fight.
That's
Good fight.
that's something.
Finish.
Yeah, I'll just ask to see if we've got time. So the run's pretty much about to end in the next kind of 30 seconds. So I just want to ask if we could show off something really quickly for like 30 seconds after the run, if possible. If we've got time, if possible, or okay. Yeah. So we'll call time in a second. Just when we're in the next kind of 30 seconds or so. I just want to kind of show something off after the run, if possible.
It will be really short.
It will be really short.
Don't shoot me. It's rude. I'm trying to press a button here.
I'm sorry.
That's what I do in this fight. I press this button.
I'm already ready, Philly.
You're already ready. Okay. I will just get myself.
Because we can, for some reason, Philly's lower launch is strong enough. We have to call in artillery. There we go. All right. So time is coming up here in a moment. As soon as this shield goes down, I can touch that key, and it's time coming up. So about 20 seconds from now.
Yeah. I always overestimate how long it takes.
It does take a long time now. And
Time.
Cool.
Well.
Fucking dude.
Where the hell were you guys?
That's all right. That's all right.
So I'm just going to point out something. Incalex had live build going on his own computer, and we actually started timing a bit later than we did in the marathon, and we actually beat world record.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we did by about 30 seconds, it seems. So yeah.
We just got world record.
Cool.
Yeah, we did.
A highly contested category.
Yeah. We are totally not the only runners. Currently. No. Many teams have tried. All have failed. More cutscenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't worry, the game won't last much longer. Quite literally.
There's just that cutscene, and after that, we have to end the run a specific way. It's really important.
So, real quick. So, we mentioned about double dropping. I will just go ahead and try and double drop something. Might take me a second.
Alright, so I'm just going to explain while you do that.
Yeah.
So basically, double dropping drops two of the same gun. The game still considers one gun, so if one guy picks up one of the guns and another guy picks up the same gun, the game gets very confused and allows certain things to happen. If you look at Inkalex's screen right now, you can see he's just dropping multiples of the same gun, and he's just going to start dropping them faster and faster.
So, you want more guns?
We want a lot of guns. Please give us